What a fucking song.
Just play it out. Play it out there in the podcast.
play it out.
Are you going to do a video clip?
Good start.
Yeah, you're the star.
It's on the way.
Nothing can take him down. He's the boy. Yeah.
Runs like a gazelle.
He's been playing better since this song came out too.
He has been.
What a fucking tune. Really went all out with all the verses too, hey?
Oh, yeah.
All right, give it to me.
He's in a relationship with Ice Spice, apparently. Rumours floating around.
No one gets that joke.
No one does. We've got to start actually something with breaking news.
Holy shit.
One of the biggest
Football stories.
football stories to happen to
Ever.
podcasting this year.
But, mate, but Kane Corns just broke something on.
No.
Bigger.
Bigger than
This
Kane.
is bigger.
Okay.
Wow.
It's actually the same thing. There is a chance in the next month. This is huge. There is a chance in the next month Stuart Dew might not be a coach
Oh.
of the Gold Coast Suns. That is the biggest football story of the year, apparently, according to Kane Corns.
No, it wasn't Kane. Kane
So
put it
hang
up
on a
like
minute.
that.
Of the year,
Is
that.
Ruben Ginby coaching? Is that why we started that? The boy.
Ruben Jimmy
Hot
is
off
the
the
new
press.
coach.
He could.
The
He can do whatever he
boy is
wants.
captain coach
Of
of
It's been a
Tasmania.
while. It's been a while since that's happened, Captain
Captain
Coach.
coach.
But
Who's the last captain coach? It's a great question. Malcolm
long
Blight?
time ago.
Malcolm
Nicholas,
Blight?
can you please find
Nick.
that? Malcolm Blight. Was he captain coach?
Malcolm
think he
Blight
was,
captain coach.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great knowledge.
Lee
Jared.
Matthews was as well.
Yeah. Barry Cable was, but we don't talk about him anymore.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Shane
Alex
Hill.
Jezelenko.
Shane Hill was
Carlton.
captain coach.
1980.
Who
That
was
would
it,
be
sorry?
Tough. Alex Jezelenko.
Yep.
Jezelenko.
Gun.
Hey everyone, Jared's here. Let's just rip the band-aid straight off. Jared Mack is here.
Good to be back. Great to be back.
Great to have you.
Thanks for coming on, Jared. Obviously, the host of Fat Chat by Body Magic.
Been going off.
Been going off. Lots of great interviews over there. Who are some of the guys you've spoken to recently? They've all been very top shelf.
Yeah, so we've had Bryce Cotton. I went over
Huge.
to Melbourne and did a little
You
trip.
did
and-
100 interviews.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I did. Well, I did
were flat
13
out.
in like 6 days.
You would have been
so-
cooked.
Yeah, pretty much. I had Dad behind the camera that was there, just doing
Shout
all the
out,
shots
Dad.
and stuff. Thanks, Dad. So, but we
Mr.
had,
Badger?
we had Corey Homicide Williams, Jack Crisp, Ben Air, Clayton Oliver. We had absolute guns.
Clayton.
So,
Did you
yeah.
ask him about the feather?
I did ask him about the
Right.
feather. I'll be honest, he didn't speak too much about the feather. He was a bit embarrassed, I think. by
I
the
think he
feather.
fucking would be embarrassed.
Would be
mate.
very embarrassed, wouldn't he?
That's very good.
I'm just going to put it out there to everyone listening. Last time we had Jared on, conversation was very much about one topic, and I'm not going to bring that up tonight.
No.
So for anyone who listened to the last one,
I'm just going to bring it up to tell everyone
I'm going to
not
bring it
gonna
up,
bring it up.
and you'll remember what it was, obviously.
We're
and
not bringing it up.
I was going to ask potentially maybe did it get brought up with Jack Crisp interview, but maybe not. So we
Yeah,
are
did you talk Snapchat
going
with
to
Jack
be
Crisp?
very much
Hammer.
focused on this
Keep it.
interview.
Keep
Keep it in house.
Above the belt.
Above the belt. Yeah,
That's all-
That's all.
that's all
We're not gonna
Snapchat
say anything
story
more
stuff.
about it.
That's all.
Anyway,
Snap.
But it was a big
Absolutely.
trip. It was a massive trip. We did 13 episodes. We're bringing those out every week. I've actually got Scully on with me tomorrow.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I do
Yeah, and we're going to be doing some little segments. We've actually had some giveaways as part of that show as well. We've got
Michael Zarafa?
Michael Zarafa signed gloves. They
That's
are
huge.
primo. We've got Jack Crisp signed jersey.
Snap invitation to his Snap story.
Come on, boys. Come
How's
on.
Jared? So this is Fat Chat we're talking about. We haven't really said the name. This is Fat Chat by Body Magic.
Yep.
Jared, look, I've got to take my hats off to him, right? Goes in there, interviews the guest,
Go
doesn't
on.
pay him $1, right? And we don't either. Don't do it. And then he goes, and you want to give me a signed jumper to donate?
Well, mate, they've already come down for an hour of their time. What's a little scribble
Exactly.
on?
What's-
Very good. Very good. Very good.
But no, it's just been good. Just being able to give back to some of the Fat Chat listeners. We're doing it as a giveaway. There's little code words that are actually hidden inside the Fat Chat episodes.
Little Easter eggs, yeah.
Yes, exactly right. And you have to know what the code word is. The passcode is to collect your prize. So we're doing that for the first time tomorrow together. Very excited.
What's Scully going to give away?
We're giving away the signed pair of Michael Zarafa of gloves tomorrow. But you mean as of your
Yeah.
stuff? Or what have you got?
Oh, premiership medal upstairs.
Well, we could do that. I reckon
that away.
I reckon that would be good.
So we do have some very, 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 very big Fat Chat news.
Massive.
Enormous.
We're not going to get to right now, but we do have
We
some
will
big
get to
news.
that.
We'll bring it back around.
Before we get to that, we had a very big night last week. Thursday night, I think it was. We went out to Coburn, very nice part of town.
The gate.
The Gate. Shout out to the Gate over there, Bar and Bistro. We had the launch of the BackChat. Our Hammer is drinking one
I'm
right
enjoying
now.
one. The Shelter
Tell us,
BackChat
can you give us a
Ale.
little-
Straight down the
Straight down
camera
the barrel
fella.
here.
Yeah.
We're eyeballing a 4.2%, 375 milliliter BackChat
Beautiful.
Ale can. It is sensational. So I'm eyeballing 1.2 standards, which for me is I can have 3 or 4 of these and comfortably get behind the wheel safely, which is what I'll be doing tonight.
What about that's the legal limit. We've got
The legal
Jared
limit,
Madger in here, right?
Yeah.
God's gift to women, and his beautiful partner,
And men, depending on how, depending on the way you look at it.
But how many calories is this?
I reckon that you actually have hidden the nutritional value on this can, I see.
Yeah,
So it could be anything. It's actually
be-
mystery. It's
could be
mystery
nothing.
calories.
Could be
which is
0
nice.
calories.
But I reckon probably about 150 calories, I reckon, for one of those.
Perfect. So
That's pretty
I can
good.
have a
That's
couple
not
of those
bad.
tonight.
So how many calories are you meant to have every day?
Everyone's very different, but it depends on your height, your weight, your age, your activity level, all sorts of
Okay,
stuff.
so me, slob, unfit. How many
Fat
calories should
doesn't
I
off
be
the,
having?
off the top of my head, run the numbers, I don't know, like 2,200
So that's-
something like that.
15 beers or something?
Something like that. If you just had beers.
And
yeah,
oxygen.
exactly. Yeah.
Great.
Speaking
That sounds
my
pretty
language
good.
over there.
So-
But no, it is delicious. It's it
The
really
retro
hits
can too.
I like
Yeah.
the can.
The
Design.
Really
can,
cool.
You know what? We're
design's
actually
elite. It's
going to
sensational.
release merch with that design on there too.
you
That's coming out soon as well. So shout out to Shelter,
Yep.
paired up with them, released a beer. It's bloody good. We're not
actually
just
good.
like throwing out this beer, like give us the dregs, put it in a can, put
I
Jack
think,
Jack on
I
it.
think
It's
that's what
so
happens.
good.
People do beers and they put it's a marketing thing, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, drink our beer," and it tastes like shit. And you know what I'm talking about. And we're not
I
going
know
to
the
name
one.
them. We're not naming them.
I know
but
the two.
but they're like they taste like shit.
Yeah.
These beers are good.
This is sensational.
You and I went to the brewery and we were brewing it.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. No, we could. No, if we're going to be honest, you just lied. You just lied.
We brewed
just
our
lied.
beer. We brewed our beer.
Did you actually get in there and do it? Are you watching someone
We
or
weren't in-
supervising doing it?
We
No, no,
poured
yeah.
a bag of seeds into a machine, and
Wow.
that was literally.
I
all
poured
we
a
did.
bucket of something into
So
something
you
else.
guys could have had a hand in making this. that I'm
Absolutely, we
drinking
did.
Right now. That's
No, we
nice.
did.
No,
Very good.
did not.
So,
That's good.
So
It was a good
150
night, wasn't
calories a can. It was very good. We had a lot of listeners come out. Thanks to everyone, firstly,
Yeah.
that came
Shout
out.
out.
Big turnout.
Shout out
Big
to
shout
everyone
outs,
that
big
came.
turnout. Very happy with all the people that came. Got to meet some people. It was weird, like because we see people on Instagram with their their usernames and stuff, and then they're like, oh hey, I'm like Jimmy64, and you're like, oh Jimmy64, you're right into us
They're
all the
together.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
It was very good. We did meet a lad who is involved in Fat Chat, Jared. Let's get this video up here.
I haven't seen this.
This is
yet.
a guy. So let me just some context here. This
Before we play it, can we pause it?
yeah, can we let's just pause that for a second.
Thank you.
So we're chatting to this gentleman who you're about to meet on this video here. Had never listened to BackChat before this year. And then his mate was like, oh, I'm doing this thing called Fat Chat. You should get involved. And he's like, oh, okay, what's that? And then showed him the podcast. He's now gone back and listened to every single BackChat podcast ever
A lot of man hours.
and has lost weight because of this. Let's have a look at this video here.
Did he not eat
Listening
the whole time he was
to the
listening?
listening to the
It was-
episodes didn't cause him to lose.
No,
the weight.
but it helped.
Actually,
It helped.
he
It
went
did.
out and did
He
it.
forgot to eat. It was so good.
Let's let him tell some.
Here we go.
Some stuff here.
Comes over to us and says, boys, I got to tell you something. You've inspired me to lose 21 kilos. I said, you didn't need any inspiration off Scully. He lost 100 grams. I nearly killed myself for the cause. But 20, and then I put it all back on. So 21 of the best kilos and 15 to go. Getting it done. The veranda's gone. The veranda's gone. Look at it.
Legend.
Having a back chat.
Meanwhile, I'm 2 pints and a pint of jug in my hand.
First beer since back chat.
Well, we can't hear us talking anymore. I don't know what's happening
Yeah,
with
so
it.
he
That's
just
great.
said that was the BackChat Ale was the first beer he'd had since he started Fat Chat. So he cuts here.
That's a dry spell.
So,
that.
yeah, and he's a dedicated man. Scully and I have got a pint and a jug each.
Double fisting. Double fisting.
And
yeah.
it was 21 kilos.
21 kilos because of
That's
Fat
phenomenal.
Chat.
That's
Yeah.
life
Which is-
changing stuff.
It was
Yeah,
off-
absolutely.
Off an ACL.
It was off the Backman ACL.
Yeah.
I reckon that if that was his first, he had a few more than his first as well, which was
Oh
good.
god,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he tipped the lid. Oh, he ripped the lid off.
Didn't something happen at BackChat Ale beers with BackChat night? Story about Dan. That
Yes.
Yeah, you
Thank
came up
you
and you said
very
something.
much.
Dan was just skimming through. Wanted to move on from the night, but
Dan
I
very,
feel-
very quickly wanted
Oh,
for me to move on.
had a good one.
In and amongst the chats with people on the night, I overheard Indy telling a story about university with Dan. And something,
time.
Yeah, great time. Well, obviously it was apparently a sensational time for Dan, for a young Dan Const.
Toga party.
No, well,
Oh.
he Hot Dan is apparently what he was called.
Sorry.
So Indy assures me that she never felt that way about him, but apparently That was the nickname amongst the girls.
It's not the first.
Yeah,
It's not the first I've heard about this.
Dan.
I don't,
Nice.
honestly, do you know what it was? It was just that I was older and I brought in a blind dog once, and I think people just like
It boosted
damn.
your.
It
It
just
just put
boosted.
a couple of points. Well,
yeah.
you know,
I literally
good-looking
came
bloke.
in one time. So I had a my son was I think 1 at the time of going to uni, and he sat. he was like in a one of those like the hangover baby holder.
Carlos.
I know it's not a hangover baby holder. Like they were around before hangover, but. What are they called?
front, like a front
baby
carrier.
Bjorn.
Yeah.
Baby Bjorn.
Baby Bjorn, baby
Baby Bjorn. Baby Bjorn. The baby Bjorn. I brought Louis in one time, so it was just
You're looking really daddy.
It's a hot
yeah.
Dan.
It was just it
daddy.
was probably just that.
Daddy
Dad
Dan.
Dan.
Daddy Dan.
Dad Dan.
You also, speaking of things that happen at BackChat, the beer launch there, you signed my phone, Hammer.
Yeah, I did.
I
That was a
signed
funny
it.
video.
Yeah, it's gone now. I've noticed.
It all rubbed off. So I
disappointing.
did have this phone here,
Signed
all
by the 3 Brayshaws.
signed by the 4
So,
Brayshaws.
yeah, I mean a little
That's
bit
amazing.
A little, yeah,
That's amazing.
A little peek behind the curtains. The
Please.
the Brayshaw signature is in Perth anyway, quite sought after for Andrew. Like people want his signature.
Good player.
Very good player.
Yeah.
Angus has won a premiership. Did it in Perth, so there's a few Melbourne fans here.
Good player.
Great player. And I'm just there. So he, every now and again, I work at West Coast and we'll go and do clinics and whatever. And you always get kids in Freo jumpers. And every now and again you find a Melbourne kid. Anyway, they all come around and sign posters and whatever, but no one's signing their jumpers. And I say, every time I see a Freo kid or a Melbourne kid, I say, come here. Do you want me to sign?
I've got something special for you.
Do you want me to sign the difference? So you can't see it on Dan's phone anymore, but our signatures are identical, if not for the H and the A. So mine's H Brayshaw, there's the A Brayshaw, and the two of theirs look very similar, except Angus does a bit of a bigger S and Andrew sort of doesn't really, he just does a bit of a straight line after the H. So, and then 10 and 8. So I have, in my time in
Just a few of these out.
I've been living here for now nearly 6 years and I would have signed probably 200 Andrew Brayshaw signatures and maybe 20
Yeah,
Angus
the kids,
Brayshaw
mate.
signatures. Yes. No, but all willing participants, all consensual.
I want to put my hand up here.
And then Will, I just sort of.
well, we had
signed the
what
back.
number did you put for Will?
I didn't put a number for Will.
So I put my hand up here. Never
Well,
told.
WJB, thank you
I've
for your
never
service.
told this story publicly. It's my second year at West Coast. You get signed jumper requests. Hey, can you get us a signed jumper for my nan or for business or blah blah blah? This guy,
For my best friend Adam Thorpe.
this guy comes in right, and he goes, "Yeah, can we get this done?" And I held on to it. I fucked it, and I never got it done. He's hit me up 6 months later. He's like, "Mate, you've had the jumper for 6 months. I need it." And in my second year, I was genuinely nervous about asking players for signatures. I just like,
Yeah.
Bit of weird dynamic.
so
yeah.
I said, no worries, I'll get it done. Anyway, I get a phone call. He's out the front of the house. He said, I'm out the front. Hadn't done it. I said, oh, mate, just give me 5 minutes. Just need 5 minutes. I signed an entire jumper of signatures and gave it to him. Never spoke to him again. There is a jumper hanging somewhere in Perth.
That's just 40 Will Schofield
So I had to
signatures.
go through in my head like Mitch Brown, number 1, Mark Lacroix, number 2,
Oh, my
Andrew
God.
Gaff may or may not have been there, number 3, Daniel Kerr,
Did
number 4.
he know? Is that
Oh
why he
my
never spoke to you
God.
again?
I don't know, but there is a jumper going around.
Going around.
That
That
is
is
a
entirely
serious
Will
piece of
Schofield.
memorabilia now, though. I
Shit.
tell you what, that's actually gone up in value now, I'd say.
Correct.
Wow.
Shit. I did not a similar thing. I didn't sign everyone's, but I had to. A request came to me to get a 2018 Premiership jumper signed.
Yeah.
And
Just before you commit yourself to criminal activity. Mine was like 15 years ago, so I think it was water under the bridge.
yeah. Well, this is water under the bridge because
Statute of
I had
limitations.
98% of the team
Right.
sign the jumper properly.
Did you not?
So it was Mark Lacroix was no longer there.
Yep.
Scott Lycett had gone to Port, and Dan Venables was in Melbourne.
Yes.
So Lecker was floating around, so I managed to get his on there, and then Scott Lycett,
Lekker's very easy to forge.
very easy to forge. Scott Lycett's not so easy to forge, but
Yes.
forged it. And then Dan Venables, I was like, because he was meant to come back to Perth, and I was like, I've already forged one, feel a little bit bad here. And then waited, and the same thing. It was like, hey mate, can I get the jumper? And I was like, yeah, mate, no worries. I'll drop it off tomorrow. D18. So there's two, there's a rogue. You wouldn't know. Did it very well.
It's worth more though. It's worth more.
It
It's
is
not
worth-
done by the same person, right?
It's got the story about
Exactly.
it as well now.
It's limited release.
It's pretty good.
I've got a Perth Wildcats jersey over there that's got the entire team signed on it, but I asked Mitch Norton to sign it twice because like that never happens. That's more valuable than just the full team one.
Is this a weird thing with signatures? You just hate asking people for signatures, it sounds like.
Yeah,
I don't
no, I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. That's why when you told me you get people to sign, I'm like, mate,
You'd be
that's
useless at a petition. Useless.
Yeah.
Don't put Scully on the stands in the middle of the shopping centre. There'd be nothing signed.
Which is always a talent you always want, is to be good in petitions. Now, on the back of the being good at petitions, we did sign someone's T-shirt in there. They wanted all the BackChat stuff. I don't know if you'll know, Jared. I know someone on this panel that definitely doesn't know.
Yeah.
When you sign the signatures, and this happens all the time.
Is there a piece of paper that we can give Jared to say, sign this as number 11?
No, I
see
don't
what
want
he
to. No,
does?
I don't want to do that to Jared. Let's just leave this as an absolute dig it down. So basically,
It wasn't just Dan.
yeah. Oh, who else was it? Was there other hashtags going? Jade.
I reckon Jaden might have hashtagged.
So when you sign your number,
Yeah.
You know,
And it happens to
Nick hashtag.
It was a thing before a hashtag.
you don't
right?
hashtag. You do not hashtag. Do not ever hashtag.
So,
Will Schofield.
so when you write it, you
Will
don't go
Schofield
the
31,
hash.
You don't hash.
Hashtag
Don't need
31.
it. Don't need the
number
hash.
31.
do
You
it.
don't
Okay.
do
Just
it.
write your number.
Yeah.
Dan's
called a
rolled out
pound.
the
It's called a pound,
Dan's,
by the way.
Dan's rolled out the
Hashtag is like a
hashtag.
2010 social media thing, but yeah, keep going.
Dan's rolled out the hashtag. It's a hashtag.
It's called a pound.
Dan's just out here
Hashtag if you're like a social media influencer, but yeah, keep going.
So I was on the phone to Telstra today. They said put your number in and then press the hash key.
Yeah, it's
So what
because
does that
people
tell
are
me?
dumb now because it's changed.
Oh no!
Do
Okay.
you just have a voice?
yeah.
Oh, constantly. I've said many times.
So I
on this
think
pod.
it's called a hash, and you put it on your number, and and we weren't happy with it.
Yeah, I follow my idol Dirk Nowitzki. Always does pound 41.
You wanted to name your kid after
So
him.
beers with BackChat Ale.
was great.
It will be coming to a north of the river location.
excited.
So,
Oh,
look, the gate was great. Took us an hour to get
sensational.
down there. It was a long trip down
That's
to the
down.
gate.
That's down near me. The gate.
Yeah, mate. It's
Yeah.
a long way.
Ages
Did
away.
you come?
I wasn't invited. It was actually my birthday as well, and didn't get an invite.
Happy
So,
birthday,
yeah.
man.
So happy
It
birthday,
was a
Jared.
public
Everyone.
event and it was on our
It was open fucking media. Follow us on socials.
I must say about the gate, I didn't have any, the food that was coming around was delicious, but my favourite thing, there was someone had ordered chips on the table next to me, and this is before our food started coming out, and they got up and left, and there was a
no.
plate full of chips there, and I was fucking
didn't-
starving.
Oh, the
And I
seagull.
just went bang,
That's
and it was
filthy.
about 2 seconds before the waitress came out and took it away. Great timing.
Very good.
Filthy.
So we're coming to a
digress.
north location. We will be doing a secondary beers with BackChat.
John Farnham.
Next Thursday, not this Thursday. Someone check the date of next Thursday for me. Next Thursday at the Ashby, which is north. I believe it's near Dan's house.
13th.
Can anyone in the room give me the date?
13th.
13th of
Hammer goes
July.
Good number.
Great
Thursday,
great number.
13th of July.
At the
Ashby.
Ashby.
Beers
It's a
with
bloody good.
BackChat.
It's a bloody
Nice.
good pub as well. Up north, we're hitting the burbs. You know, people like to go to these inner city cool hip bars. We're going the burbs, bringing the beer to the people. That's what we do.
Take
here
our
at
mind
the
back.
beer to the people.
Take our mind back though to our man that lost 21 kilos, and we thought it's
Yes.
about time we get Fat Chat
Oh, yeah.
back to
Absolutely.
its fucking roots.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we did this. What? How many months ago did we lose some
Well, I
coin?
came,
Pre-season,
Some
mate.
I
weight?
came in off Christmas
Yep.
fat.
Okay, that's right.
was
And
fat.
had been fat shamed by my entire family routinely for the previous month and a half, 2 months.
Plus years before,
Always good.
right?
Plus
What you
years
called-
before, yeah. This dates back to my prepubescent
birth.
years. Not birth. Before I hit puberty, I went out.
fat.
I went out before I went up, and then stayed out.
It was a thick guy. It was just thick.
I was 105
Yeah.
kilos of pure fat.
still
at
is.
that point. Yeah,
Pure
I'm still
strength.
thick. So anyway, off the back of that, it would have been early January, maybe late Jan.
Yep.
That I said, listen, guys, I have made a bet with my old man.
I've got an issue.
I've got an issue. I'm fat. Firstly, I'm fat. Secondly, I've made a ridiculously unrealistic bet with Dad that I can lose 15 kilos by the first week of round one.
Yes.
Always good.
And I needed support. And so Fat Chat was born.
So Fat
from
Chat was
that.
born. Thank props to you, Hammer, for bringing that to us. Fat Chat was born, and some of these things wouldn't happen. Jared,
It's very
maybe
true.
you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Fat
It's
Chat.
honestly off the back of all the Hammer's work and
That's right.
building it up and creating this amazing Fat Chat community
Absolutely.
that has really got me sitting on the couch and what we're about to do now. So it's
Totally. We had
amazing.
the we had the
shit,
Instagram group, and that went Burko for a while, and then Instagram
We maxed
said,
it out.
Yeah, Instagram said, you want more than
Instagram
50
said,
people
"Come
to talk at once?
Can't do
Can't do that.
Get on
So
Discord.
went to Discord, and it really popped off. Everyone jumped
Didn't
on
it?
Discord because they use Discord every day. And
Do you want to just be honest?
no, it's hard because
And it's important to be honest.
yeah,
and
it is.
fair.
It is important to be honest. Discord's hard because like another app you have to open, check, and so if you're not using Discord regularly, like I do, I use it every
Hasn't
single
gone well.
day.
Hasn't gone well.
It's gone less
We
than
need to
less than
upgrade.
ideal. We need to
Absolutely.
upgrade, right? And that's why Jared's bloody here,
We're here.
and we're bringing Fat Chat to the masses. So
Let's do it.
let's
Are you going to have this one down, or is it just?
no, that, well, let's just no, let's
Slip it in
let's-
before you start putting your nuts on the line for this matchup. I'm that excited for
Yeah,
this.
I'm that excited as well. I want to, like, I lost a bit of weight. I think I put it back on, to be honest.
You did a great. You were fantastic.
Yeah, it's because I had a goal. But without a goal, I'm like a rudderless ship of just
It's so
out
true.
to
You
the
need
fat
to-
ocean.
It needs to be the right environment, structure, support,
Jared, that's
everything.
why you're here.
You look
Exactly
like you
right,
put it-
that's why
you
you're
look-
here.
You look like you put it
I
back.
still think you look great, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Well, I can speak, mate, because like Hamish said in that video, I lost
100 grams.
I lost 100 grams over the period that
10
you've
for the
lost
kilo.
15. I mean,
1%?
I lost weight, didn't I? But it wasn't great, and I've put on weight since then.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot of skull we didn't
How
like right
our relationship formed, Jared, and we spoke about it the first time you're on here, but I really thought taking Fat Chat to the people and making it a fucking thing. I wanted an app. I wanted
Oh, yeah, we
messages.
wanted
I
everything.
wanted like an actual routine. I wanted training schedules. I wanted to know what the fuck I was doing because, to be honest, frankly, clearly I didn't. Hammer had to go and do a UFC weight cut to get that.
That's
let's,
right.
Let's all be
So
honest. He almost died.
The 15 was great, but it was probably 7 that was really good, and then the
you,
other,
Yeah, you messaged me the other
and then
day.
the 8 is probably
7
not so
was,
good.
well, yeah, 8 was legitimate. So I
Yeah.
went from 105 to 97. Sweet.
Yeah.
And so I had to weigh in on the Monday. On the Friday, I was 97.1. And on the Monday, I was 89.7.
So we got it. Yeah.
We got it done. We got it done.
So what have we done? Jared Madger, Fat Chat by Body Magic. What are we doing, mate?
So what we're doing is we're bringing and making the essence of what Fat Chat was on the group chats, the community that was created, all the people that were engaging.
Everyone but us, because we were shit.
That's right.
Everyone out
well,
there.
except you inspired it.
I
Hammer.
did.
And
I
you
did, but I didn't do it well.
you actually inspired all these people just to do a little bit better.
Steve Jobs
and,
is dead now, but Apple's still going.
Steve
Yeah.
Jobs is dead.
And
Your Steve
rest in
Wozniak
peace.
or whatever his name is. Was.
And it was, and like he said, there wasn't a lot of structure to that. It was just kind of like jumping in there and just doing some stuff. But what we're going to do is we're launching today the Fat Chat Challenge. A bit of hype, everyone around the room, please.
Let's get fat.
There it is.
Let's
There it
get
is.
fat.
So pretty much what we're doing is
getting fat.
we're getting quite the opposite.
Oh, no,
We're getting shredded. We're getting juicy. We're getting everything. It was going to be great.
Juicy.
So pretty much what I'm going to be doing is with my brand new online platform, we have got full workout programs for you to follow at home or the gym. You can do muscle gain ones. You can do weight loss ones, depending on what you're wanting to do.
Weight loss.
Yep, we've got personalized nutrition targets and plans. We've got recipes. There's new ones being added every couple of weeks as well. I'm sure there's probably people out there that have done a similar sort of thing to this. That they might have done a challenge or signed up to a gym for a little while, but
Done that.
it's not really the workout programs and the diet stuff that actually gets you results.
Yeah.
It's actually about changing all those little daily habits that you're doing, and most importantly, actually fucking enjoying doing them. And I think that's exactly what you guys created with the Fat Chat community. Was it wasn't something that was tough to do. It was actually just something that everybody really enjoyed doing. So that's exactly what we're wanting to do and what we are doing. And we've made this challenge. So it's going to be providing all the structure and support, but it's also going to be through all the support with everybody involved on the couch right here. The boys are going to be there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be involved.
Is there an app?
Yeah, there is. So we've got it. We've got an online platform. It's
Available
got,
on all
On iPhone?
devices.
yeah, you can go whatever on all
Android?
devices. It's you sign up on my website. We'll do that a bit later on. Show you how to do that.
Brilliant.
But it's gonna be great, and it's more so the support is how you're really going to get these results.
Yeah.
We've got all of the support with
Shit, I
the
thought it
group
was.
chat.
Yeah.
We've also got a leaderboard built in, an exclusive challenge page for everybody involved.
Yeah.
We can get a bit competitive with it. You get points for logging your workouts, you're improving your eating, and also tracking your mood as well for the day. And then
I feel very fucking good right now.
Yeah,
listening
I
to
feel
about
real
that. I
good.
feel
And
like 10 out of 10 right
and if
I
that's
feel
not enough,
a little bit
a little bit
Semi?
stiff.
Yeah.
Yes. And me
Back
too.
is
harboring this.
And if that's not enough in terms of the support, we're going to have all of us on there bantering away, creating this great community. Either myself or another Body Magic coach will personally check in with you every week to offer guidance,
Shut up and
advice,
take my
change
money.
your programs, and be a PT in your pocket, essentially. So I'm very,
PT
very
in your
excited.
pocket.
Hey, how long did it take? That's pretty good.
I'm very excited to do this, boys, and I'm also more so excited just to bring bring everybody from Fat Chat together. And we're also going to be mixing it up with having like the regular show that I'll be doing over at Fat Chat. We're going to have listeners send stuff in. We'll be keeping a track with all the journeys that the boys are on right now. We're going to, if you've got questions, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be just such a fun 12 weeks.
I want to bring it back and simplify it. So it's the Fat Chat Challenge. Right, there's an app, there's an online platform, there's a chat. This is about the community. This is about doing shit together. This isn't about losing 25 kilos and going to the Olympics with Indy and Co. Right, this is about setting some personal goals.
Exactly
challenges.
Right. We're just trying to get just that 1% better every day, and like everybody's 1% is going to be very different. So if you want to come in and fucking blast it, let's go. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, we're going to blast it.
But if you want to just come on in and just maybe do this 12 weeks a little bit better than your last 12 weeks, fucking perfect.
So it's a 12-week challenge.
12-week program.
Fat Chat Challenge. We have a group messenger along with the app. We have personal training, both the scheduling, food,
nutrition, check-ins with me or another coach each week. It's a lot going on. And as well, on the Saturday morning, just to add something else in there, Scully, we're going to be doing the Fat Chat Wellness Morning. So 8 a.m. Saturday morning. It's going to change what we do every week. It might be a group training session. We might go down the beach one time. We might do some stretching. We might do some ice baths. I don't know. We're going to change it up every week.
Ice skating?
We could. I don't know. It could be. But we're going to have all the boys coming on down at some point to come join in with these. We're going to have everybody actually in person doing it as well if you're in Perth doing it. And if you're not, also, it's all online for everything else minus the sessions.
Brilliant.
So it's going to be great fun, and I cannot wait to get everybody signed up.
July 31st.
July
so we've got a bit of
31st.
time.
Got a bit of time to
sign
ease
yourself
into
up,
it.
sort yourself out.
Yep.
Let yourself blow out a little bit
Is
more.
that worthwhile? Like just putting in a bit of extra weight now?
I wouldn't
recommend
say go hard. Like I wouldn't say, yep, let's make that a plan and do that.
Yeah.
But like, you know,
Like
guys,
Homer Simpson.
we
when
start
they-
on the 31st. We start on the 31st, and that's when we're hitting it from.
Okay, that's brilliant.
Question,
Yeah.
obviously, that I've got. I am.
You've got no more weight to lose. I know.
I do have a lot to lose. I put most of it back on. I'm in the middle of a season of football.
Yep.
How is this? Like, can I do this? What are we,
Of course.
What am I looking at?
Of
here?
course. So, like I said, everybody's going to be very different into, what you can commit to, your work schedule, your goals, all that sort of stuff. So, all the programs we can swap in and out. So, if a day's looking like a workout is looking like it's going to be too much for you with football or work, whatever, let's switch it out. Let's make something work for you. You'll get 4 workouts a week to do, and if you can get 3 done at least, that would be great.
Look, if I can jump in, I mean, you need to sort your eating habits out and
Well,
your
that's
drinking
right.
habits out. So maybe that's how
Yep.
Jared can help
That's
you out.
right. That's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah,
We're going to
I've
bring it all
I've got
together.
an interesting relationship with food.
Can I tell you something, Hammer, just to get on your level for a
If
second?
you'd like to,
There's
yeah.
well, no longer because it's gone, but there was a packet of pineapple lumps in the pantry, and I was just going over there, just having a few here and there. My favorite candy, it's like irresistible. So like to,
Pineapple lumps.
I mean,
I would like to know what the fuck a pineapple
I've never heard of a pineapple lump.
it's the best like candy that you can get. It's like chocolate covered little hard nougat pineapple thing, and it's amazing.
Were these in
So you're
Nana's
telling
house
me-
in the glass jar? Is that what these are?
No, it's in a yellow
Chocolate
packet.
and
you know what,
pineapple.
come on,
I have
guys,
heard that it makes it taste sweeter.
They've
it's-
doesn't taste like pineapple. Doesn't taste like pineapple.
What does it taste like?
Like sweet candy coated in chocolate. It's
Firstly, who the
nougaty
fuck
and
calls it
chewy.
candy?
Well, that's what it's not.
We're not an American.
It's not a lolly
We're
or it's not a
American.
chocolate. It's like a combination of the two. That's why it's like a candy.
Can we get some pineapple lumps maybe? In
Yeah,
the
we
studio?
do need
Yeah.
some.
Before July 31st. Anyway,
How was that getting on my level?
well, because we're both struggling with things.
You're a pineapple lump, all right?
You and me together now. With pineapple lumps.
Yeah, me and you, hey, best buddies.
So that's
I'm
so that's
fucking
a
pineapple lump. Oh, Steve Jobs a minute ago who's dead. And now I'm a fucking pineapple lump. Oh my god.
don't be ashamed of the pineapple.
Nah,
lumps,
why
man.
would I? Why would I never even
that's the
fucking
Fat Chat
do
challenge.
this stupid
So
things?
we should weigh in right now because we got to set some goals.
That's right. Well, I want to hear what the goals are, boys. So
Well,
I want to lose weight.
Yeah, same. I want to lose weight.
I guarantee you, we've got scales in here. Clearly, we knew you were in here, so I thought it'd be a good idea to weigh in here. I think I'm in big trouble.
do you reckon,
Yeah,
do
same.
you reckon it's more than last time?
Oh,
you did
yeah.
it?
So
There's no way it's not.
Yeah, my goal has always been to be under 90 kilos, but legitimately under 90 kilos.
Yeah.
I nearly killed
Walking around.
myself last time.
Okay.
So,
So what do you roughly? We're going to find out.
Well, this will be
roughly.
a great indicator for
So
me.
you're going to try and get to under 90?
I'm going to try and get under 90. But I think that would be an ideal goal. Realistically, 93. I think if I can get under that, it'd be
Do you
great.
want to weigh it?
I think-
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, I will. I'll be
So what are you
hovering-
guessing? 93.
No, God, no. I'll be 100 at the moment. So my guess, and it's always good to highball yourself. And so I'm
then
going
it's a
to
nice
say
surprise.
101.5. And if I'm more than that, I'll be really disappointed.
I mean, I'll give you a couple of chop outs. Like, I'm assuming you're not going to get naked here on the
no,
podcast.
I'm going to take my shoes off, my shirt off.
Bag
and
your
then I'm
clothes.
just-
Shirt off.
Yeah, duh.
Get the rig out.
Wow.
You've got about 12
got
rings
a ring
on as
though.
well. So you
3,
can-
which give me another. So I reckon the accessories give me 400 grams.
And
Okay.
it's on carpet, which has always been a little bit of, it could be inconsistent. But if we weigh in here all the time, at least we're just,
Same
consistent.
spot.
Yeah. Same set of
Righto.
scales.
I can give it to us.
I'm gonna get the rig
One
out.
of my great
get on the
insecurities
scales.
here, and you're all about to bet.
Well-
Scully, do you know what weight you want to get to?
Yeah, well, no, I need to have a look at what weight I am. Because if
Yeah,
I'm
then we gotta
115,
set-
I can't say under 95. I'm going to lose 20 kilos in 12 weeks.
If I'm
Yeah.
over 100,
Not that attitude, you're not. I'll tell you that for free. If
Okay.
that's how this is starting off, Scully, holy shit.
I don't know what camera to get.
Wow.
That's just the
Shit.
belly button.
That is. Look at the snail trail on it. That's.
Yeah, give us a look. All right.
What are we sitting? I can see 3 figures.
I'm
99.
going to see 3 figures too. Really?
What is it?
99.6.
Oh, scraping in.
99.6.
Well done.
You did
All right.
say
Well
you'd
done.
be about 100.
That's good.
So what do you want to get to? Under 90 kilos? Am I in or you want in?
Let's go. Let's go, Dan. Dan's in. What do you reckon, Dan?
I think I want to get to 69.
69.
Dinner
You
for
want to
two.
get
Yep,
to
that is good.
69. That's
Dinner
what you
Don't we
want to
all?
get to. And what weight do you want to get to?
That'll be on your wife as well. Dan takes 2 to take out there. Oh, you got that quote wrong.
Jeez, your laces are done up tidy, mate. I tell you what, you've spent some time on
Lacing up the Chuck
laces.
Taylors. Oh, damn.
So what are you guessing that this is at right now? 82.
82.
You want to get?
You want to get? Wow. Okay. Yep. That's a lot.
Fucking
I like it. No. I like it. I like a challenge.
13.
What are you
Let's
taking
do
off
it.
here?
Just sweater.
So you can keep the t-shirt on? Yeah. We're seeing it now.
Could have also got rid of a kilo of body hair on the chest there. I reckon,
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, with
I reckon you're heavier than you think you are. Just to fill you with confidence.
What are we sitting at? Give it to us.
79.1.
Oh, all right. Cool. Yeah,
really
we can.
good.
No, we can.
Kegs.
I can do that.
I probably
can
should
do
have
that.
been pre
can do that, Dan.
throwing.
We can
Well,
do
I
that.
think I'm going to need to lose a lot of weight.
69.
69. Yep.
Yeah,
69,
we can do that.
and I want to be sub 9, so basically 89.
Yeah, we
Right,
can
you
do
boys
that.
can have a chat while
So
I'm-
we're currently
we'll get on that.
currently trying to lose 10 apiece.
Yep.
Which for me, I mean, my big issue, and at the moment, while he's getting changed, food is my big issue. Obviously, beer, like whatever, I'm an alcoholic, but it's I've got back on the 5 and 2, so 2 days a week I'm having about 600 or less calories.
Yep.
Which I've done for
How
about
you going
4
with
weeks.
that? With actually playing football, though, aren't you? Absolutely gassed.
I will
Here we
tell you
go.
in 2 seconds.
The big fella.
I've broken them.
Oh no.
I'm going to be triple and tell you that right now. Yeah, it's big boys.
What do we got?
106 point back in 0.
106.
106.
Is that less? That's less than
that's-
what you were. You were 107.8
okay.
last time.
I think this is underselling what we are. 'Cause there's no
The car, you reckon the carpet's putting a little bit extra cushioning in?
I am.
Do you get your
I'm
full
gonna
foot
let
on there? It's a
myself
big
believe
foot.
that I'm sub 100.
It's nice they're using the digital scales, by
Yeah,
the way. I'm
it
used
is.
to
Yeah,
the.
you're used to the old
ticker.
1930s fucking abacus.
So, Scully, where are you going with this?
So I was 106.
Yep.
You guys are committing to what?
They want.
10
They're
kilos
getting 10
Pretty
each.
much, yeah.
Well, I've got to go more than that, don't I? I mean, under 95 would be nice.
So that's 11. Yeah, we can do that.
I played at like in prime time, like around 95 game day. I'd walk around at 93.
Yeah, okay.
But towards the back end, it was more like walk around 95, play at 97.
Yeah, sure.
So I think under 95,
So we just need to get you back to AFL standard conditioning for you.
94.9. Like if I'm 94.9, I'm fit.
Yep.
Like I'm looking good.
All right.
Good. No, we can do that. We can do
That's
that.
all
It's,
we do.
they're big goals, but I like it.
Well, 12 weeks, I got to lose. What's that? That averages out roughly for us to be about a
kilo
kilo
a
a
week.
week for you,
Yep.
and just under for us.
Correct.
Doable.
Get it done.
And we're
Absolutely.
going to do it through a combination of the workouts, of sorting your food
Great.
out, and just making it a bit of fun as well. So
Excellent. That
I
sounds
can't
awesome.
wait.
I can't
Good.
wait. It's going to be bloody good.
So if people want to sign up to the Fat Chat Challenge,
there is
We've
ready to
been
go now.
here before, though, haven't we?
what?
We've been sitting in this exact position. Yep, we're
But
gonna
you
lose
haven't.
10. We're gonna
But you
fucking
haven't.
do it.
You haven't had me.
Yeah,
You
we haven't
haven't
had
had
me.
me.
He's bloody
haven't
correct.
But no, if you want to go sign up, it's ready to go now at www.bodymagic.fit. I know that Dan hates the W's. Sorry.
You know what?
It's
I say them as
You
well.
say them,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
World Wide Web.
So anyway, head on over there. It is titled the Fat Chat Challenge subscription. Go click that one there. It's only $25 a week to do the entire thing. It's going to be great. It's going to be so much fun. But all that stuff is included.
It's going to be in our link on our Instagram.
Absolutely.
It's going to be on our
Gonna be-
website.
Yep.
Instead of having 2 pints at a pub, lose weight.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
that's
probably a
exactly.
question I have. I'm not gonna look. I woke up 1st of July, like I'm doing dry July.
Yep.
Not gonna happen. Gotta be honest.
I was thinking the same thing. And it's the 3rd.
Oh, damn, it's the 3rd.
So can we do this while drinking beers?
Again, everybody's going to be different as to what you want to do. So the most important thing in how you actually get a good, long-lasting result, so we're not just, trying to drop 15 kilos in a short period of time and then we're whacking 8 back on, is actually making some changes that are going to be much longer lasting for you as well. So if you're someone that actually if you like a beer on the weekend, you like going out with your mates and having some food, that's perfect. We don't want to change that. It's going to make you unhappy. I don't want this to be the fucking unhappy challenge.
Yes.
This is the
I
fat
love that.
challenge. All right. So we're gonna work
The worst
together.
challenge ever, the unhappy challenge. Hey guys, pay $20 to be unhappy.
Don't sign up.
Fuck that.
But everyone's going to be very different. But I guess to put it into context, if you want to lose a kilo of body fat, in 1 kilo, there's about 7,700 calories that makes up 1 kilo. So you want to get one off, you have to give me, either through exercise or not eating or drinking a little bit less, 7,700 calories.
And
Maths.
talking, I know everyone's different. It depends how, but are we talking how much of a work?
So that would be maybe eating at about maybe 400 or 500, maybe 400 calories less than what you should, which would bring you in about a 20% what's called a calorie deficit. So eating about 20% less, with a little bit of exercise as well. That'll get you there. Perfect.
That's
a kilo
easy.
a week. That's bang on.
That's
Yep.
easy.
That's easy.
What if
do
you
that.
ramp up the exercise? Can you then be a
It's
little bit relaxed on the food?
It's actually so much easier to do it on the food side of things than what it is for the exercise side of things. Because if you look at what 300 calories of a food is, you might get 300 calories can be this
A
big.
donut.
Yeah. Versus I was on the cross trainer today and burnt 350 calories in 50 minutes of fucking exercise.
Wow.
So not that's you need to do this amount of exercise to burn this, but just in comparison, it's easier to actually put less in your mouth than what it is to try to expend more.
Spend a penny, save a pound.
Yeah.
There you go.
Something like
Save
that.
a hashtag.
I'm bloody excited.
Yeah, that's not good.
I've been waiting for this for a long time,
Fucking
both
oath.
my body, mentally, physically, emotionally, and just this
It's going to be
community.
great. And it's going to be everybody in it together, just doing it all together, struggling
all
together, motivating each other, encouraging each other. It's going to be
When will
great.
this finish? So if we start 31st July, 12 weeks later,
I think it's October 18th or something like that, around
hot-
about.
We're
hot
doing a
boy
party.
summer, am I right?
Yeah, no, we're having a big piss up. Yeah,
Yeah.
I call it
We're
cheat
going to
day.
roll into Dan's pool for
Yeah,
Swimply and
yeah.
everything.
Absolutely.
And
It's going on this week.
and you'll be rash fest off because you'll be looking good.
Oh, absolutely.
What is it? Cheat day?
Wait, I call it cheat day. So it's the end of all the challenges that I do. It's the big piss up, and pretty much because everybody's been doing lots of hard work for 12 weeks and you haven't been on the piss very much. Holy shit, your piss fit is not any good at the other end. So they get pretty messy
Found that a
to
couple
finish
weeks
it up.
ago on my
I
first
think
night.
so much. So I think the first one I ever did, it was actually me that was the one that got most messy. Anyway, we're at my place having a big time, partying, and about 7 p.m., I have absolutely zero recollection, like nothing. This probably happened twice in my life, nothing. And then the lights turn back on my head, and it's 2 a.m., and I'm in the middle of Humble in the city, going, where the fuck am I? All right, I'm here. Let's go home. I've gone home. I've lost my car keys. I've got home. My car's not out the front. Mum and dad are away. Can't get in the house. The car's been stolen, which has actually happened before, which is a whole nother story. But anyway,
Really disappointing.
going, fuck, freaking out. Had to jump the fence. Tried to find the spare key. Couldn't do it. I was calling mum and dad up at 3 a.m.
It's a disgrace.
Yeah, absolute disgrace, right? Turns out, no memory of this. I fell asleep outside. My cousin came and picked me up, took me in my own car to the front of Humble. I'm on my Insta story being like, oh, fucking in the front seat of my own car. No memories of it. And yeah, anyway, and that was it. Yeah.
So if
that's
you
the sort of stuff.
When you
that-
come
Can't wait for
to
that.
the
That
Fat
sounds
Chat
awesome.
Challenge, end of season piss up,
Prepare
don't
to
bring
lose
your
your
car
car.
keys.
Or your car.
Uber,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Uber
Don't drive
yourself.
to the cheat day,
Uber
mate.
yourself.
That's where your first
there.
went wrong. An Uber.
That sounds bloody awesome. We'll put all the
It's
links
gotta
on
be
our
sick.
socials. Can't wait for that. Can we all just agree on one thing really quickly? Screw the bloody English cricket team and all their fans.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Did anyone stay up and watch that
Yeah.
last night?
I was
watched
watching
the
the
highlights.
I was
Yep.
watching the Formula One. Got boring. Max Verstappen's just winning constantly, and I thought, let's watch the cricket.
Cricket was
I came
fucking
on-
awesome.
It was that good. And then as Australia won, I just saw all the whingy tweets and all the soppy I didn't want to. It
Bit
was just that
unhappy
good
with
to
the
watch.
dismissal of Porky Bairstow, and
Yeah,
they
that's
were
right.
fucking
Porky
a bit
Bairstow.
shitty.
Good
People
for
are always
fat.
going to hate that. People were always going to hate that
course they
because
were.
it's. I will agree. It's got a bit of. It made me feel a bit like I saw a
I
lot
loved
of
it.
I saw a lot of tweeting of Loved it. 2-0 sucked in. I know you would have been doing that.
Yeah,
How
that's Piers
often
Morgan.
would that have happened at the Brayshaw household?
It made me
very often.
feel.
Yeah.
It
Shit like
made
that
me
all the
feel a
time.
bit yuck inside. I got to be honest. It didn't make me feel good. I would have rather him nick one off, hit one down the ground, like a normal wicket. I don't think that wicket makes you feel
So
good.
do you think
does
they
it?
should have? They should have
make
said
you
no.
feel, did it make you feel any better when he did it like a session before? He
No.
was doing that the whole time.
I'm not defending it. I'm just telling you how it made me feel.
you feel
and
yucky.
it didn't make me feel good.
Oh, we got some video.
Yeah, this is Johnny Bairstow doing it a couple of days ago.
Oh yeah.
Cheeky.
Yeah, he just couldn't hit the
Poor
wickets.
cheeky.
Just couldn't do it. That's all. Just couldn't hit the wickets.
Yeah, so he was doing it. Even
Who
though
did he do that to? I can't quite see
that's
that.
Marnus.
Mark.
that was
Yeah.
Labuschagne in the corner. So we've got that picture-in-picture happening here, Nico. But yeah, so yeah, okay, that's all fine. I'm not like, well, he did this, he did that, and what about old mate's catch down?
Yeah.
I understand all that. That particular wicket didn't make me
Didn't
feel
sit
good.
well with you.
But
That's fine.
it is out.
It's out.
Right, it is within the rules. They did appeal. It was given out by the third umpire. They did check it off. If it wasn't out, they should have given it not out. Bairstow's carry on when he was shaking hands and not looking at the players in the eyes. Stokes's carry on post match in the media conference.
Saying that if I was in the same position,
She was on the
I-
foot. You've been in the other position,
Stokes.
mate.
Piss off.
You've
I
been in the
wouldn't
other
wanna
position.
win like that.
I was commending Ben Stokes on one of the great test innings of all time.
And it was
It was
incredible.
phenomenal. And then go and sit on your own bat handle, mate. Piss off.
Blonde fuckwit who wears a headband, broad.
Brody, yeah, digging in for his
He's
country.
going nuts. Yeah.
Seriously,
Peanut.
belt up, you absolute muppet. The worst thing you've ever seen in cricket, mate. You nicked off the first slip and you stayed out there and you didn't send yourself off. If you hated that much, you would have taken yourself off. But I reckon the
Exactly.
number one out of all of this is the fucking coach of the England cricket team,
Yep.
a fucking New Zealander, a turncoat in Brendan McCullum. You know about them, don't you, Dan?
Big
a
Baz.
fucking turncoat in McCullum who has done the exact same thing to Muralitharan when he was with Sangakkara. He had to publicly apologise for doing exactly what he did. And he's telling me he's not having a beer with the Aussies. Suck me off, Brendan McCullum. Are you serious, mate? You're not going to have a beer after you've just lost a test match.
Piss
You-
off,
You couldn't
Baz.
beat Australia as a New Zealand coach or a player. You didn't coach him. I meant to say player. You couldn't get it done as a New Zealand player against Australia, ever. We always used to fucking beat you. You've turned coat, you headed to New England, and you still can't fucking get it done. Sucked in.
So
Suck
for-
shit, Baz.
Sucked in.
For someone that
Sucked in.
didn't like feel right for, you feel very
That's
strongly
what I'm trying
about
to
all the
identify.
other stuff.
I don't feel
Yeah.
good about the wicket. I don't feel good about the wicket.
Vehemently angry at the other things.
But it was given out. And so that's how that's
so
like,
sucked in. What about the people in the long room? They can go and fuck
Yeah,
have we
yeah.
got any footage of that, Nick? Of some listen to this.
These guys pride themselves on being strict and proper too, don't
Yes.
they?
Keeps on the audio.
Didn't one try to trip someone as well?
Wouldn't be surprised. They seem like scumbags.
So is there more of this stuff? Like these are the guys that hold themselves above the spirit of the game of cricket, right? They're above it. Listen to this. Hissing.
The funny thing about this is, like, if you imagine being in the Australian team walking up, you would just be pissing yourself when you got back into the room.
yeah.
Did you hear these fuckwits pissing
What did
at
they
me?
do? Did they come through there when they won? Did you see that?
Yeah,
at
they
all?
have to
Yeah,
go through
yeah.
Yeah,
there.
they have
Yeah.
to go through the same race.
They gotta
the
go
whole
through
What
time.
did they do when they won?
Same thing.
Same thing.
Oh, well, to the less
So,
extent.
I thought that was when I thought that was it.
that
when
one,
they
that was
were
when they
lunch.
won. That's after they. No, that was after they won. The
Was
guy
it?
when
Yeah.
the three guys had a go at them.
Yeah, that was
after
at lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because so I just saw overall the atmosphere. I was texting in a few group chats. That was the best
Oh yeah, I
cricket I've
fucking
ever
loved
seen.
it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Absolutely.
The crowd was going fucking bananas, like absolutely off their head.
Yep.
Stokes and Broads out there, like every ball, but like asking if he could leave his crease. Like that was brilliant
Yeah.
theatre.
Yeah.
But if we summarise it in one word, it's 2 words, 3 words: sucked in England.
Sucked in England.
Sucked in England.
And let's bring back the hiss.
So my
Like a thing.
carry on, right?
or the stern tut of one finger.
yeah.
My carry on that I was doing now, I was doing on the Friday night, and I was on radio, live radio with 6PR, and I was, as players were getting out, I was sending them off. Like, see you later, Rudy. Don't tell your story walking, buddy. This is live on 6PR, right? And without sort of doing any call outs, like, oh, give us a call if you want to talk about the Ashes, 133 882. We just had a guy come through, and the producer put him through. Apparently, when he rang, he was like, I just want to talk about the cricket. No worries.
Genius.
Well, this is what we got.
I want your power rankings, the most powerful teams in the competition at the moment, top 4. We're going to get to that, but
Footy
before we
question.
do that, let's speak to Stephen. G'day, Steve. How are you, mate?
How are you going? How are you going? Are you the guy that slagged off the English?
That's me, Stephen. That's me.
Oh, you that
Cut the feed.
Did you have to dump that?
Great catch by the
No,
producer.
we did not have to dump it. So I was working with a brilliant panel op in Kano. And Kano.
Shout out to Kano.
So as that bloke, as we hear the...
It's obviously not Stephen.
Is this the bloke who was... You saw that I just made eyes with Kane and I'm like, these one, you hear my voice. Can you give it to me again, possibly? Is that possible to do it again?
I want your power rankings.
So
the
when I
most
get into
powerful
it, you can
teams
just
in the
hear me like, and with my
Is
eyes,
this
I'm
a
like,
prank?
Get
Is
to
this
that,
a
but
prank?
Before we do that, let's speak to Stephen. G'day, Steve. How are you, mate?
How are you going? How are you going? Are you the guy that slagged off the English?
That's me, Stephen. That's me.
Oh, you that
Incredible catch.
Kano, the panelist, hit it as he went.
So what, if that does go to air, what happens?
No, you can dump it. So you're in delay, usually in 10 seconds of delay when you take talk back.
Right.
So you're hearing the radio
10 seconds
10 seconds
after.
in delay.
Right.
So if something bad happens, the
You can
panel
beep
op
it out.
they'll dump the feed and basically
They just turn it off.
basically it dumps it and you come back in live.
Right.
If that
Yeah.
makes
So
sense.
you
So you can't dump twice.
So
Well,
if
then
there's,
you
so if
dump
there's-
and then if you go to the next ad break, they'd get another
builds up.
10
so if there's
seconds
two
back.
Stevens like in a row,
You're
you
in
get
trouble.
you
You'd be
get a
pretty
second
stiff.
one.
You'd be
You're in
pretty
trouble.
Oh,
stiff.
gee, now he knows.
How many times?
Stephen's gonna get two mates.
I guess you're getting double phone calls from now on.
You've done a bit of radio. How many times have you had to dump while you've been on air on radio?
None.
Yeah, none.
None.
It's pretty rare.
Pretty rare,
It's
yeah.
pretty rare that
But
you
the
actually have to dump.
ABC, you had to control it yourself. It always used to scare the shit out of me because at least with a panel like that, you can just give him the eyes and you're not responsible. But like when you're hosting on ABC, you panel at the same time. And so Dan was my producer. I used to like panic about like what happens if someone says something, but never had to do it. I've never seen anyone dump anything. Funnily enough, in the same show, we had Joel Hamling on, who was a current player at the Freo Dockers, former Western Bulldog, former Geelong Cat. Shout out. He's dropped a fuck and a shit in the he goes, we're going fucking well at the moment. Just like getting to us. It's happening right now.
Yeah.
Very loosey-goosey.
Yeah, there you go, Joel.
Didn't dump it though. But,
Didn't dump. Didn't need
Keep it in
to.
there.
The
Nothing wrong with
casual
fucking
effort.
the shit.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong
Every
with
now
it.
and again, if you drop it, shouldn't say it. I said it twice last week, didn't I?
Yeah, no, it's a family friendly show, Hammer. Let's actually get into some footy. There's lots of footy happening. It's the first round of footy without a bye since I don't know, seems like forever. So there's lots of games to go through. Will, let me just tell you guys, Will came last overall in our tipping comp for BackChat.
Well, it
Last. You couldn't get
As
a
in
worse
Australia.
score
For one round, for
Yeah.
last
For
for
round.
this round.
Do you do tipping, Jared?
No, I don't do tipping.
Well,
We
I
have
may as well. You may as well
190
tip.
people.
Yeah,
me,
I reckon
mate.
I got more than you by the sound.
There's 190 people in our comma come last.
Absolutely dead last. Fourth.
That
You
must
only
feel
got-
good.
You only got 4. So you only got 4, and that was because one was given to you as a gift because it was a draw between Sydney and Geelong. I got 7. I'm sitting in 99th. Nothing to write home about, but it's
at all.
but it's not the
That's
worst
like-
in the comp.
That's not great.
No, it's not great.
Probably better than me, but that's.
I
shit
heard
still.
someone say one time, I think it was you, Scully, that if you're good at tipping, then you don't understand football. So I think I've started to tank my score just so I don't come across as someone who knows what they're doing when it comes to tipping.
Am I in front of you in the year's tips?
No, I don't think so. I think I've pulled away a bit with your last week's performance.
Surprised.
Thursday night, BackChat beers. That was great at the gate, but there was also a game, Brisbane and Richmond. Nothing really to write home about with twice in the last minute. Nothing really to say about this game apart from I want to talk to you guys about this Eric Hipwood clap,
the bug.
the little
Little
the bug-
taunt.
the little taunt. How about you're a taunt? You're East Perth.
No,
Do I have
Hammond's
a
not-
taunter? No,
no,
I'm not
Hammond's
a
not
taunter.
I'm not a taunter.
Are you a
Respectful man. No, I'm not really a taunter either. Like
You get taunted too?
I taunted Eric Hipwood one day when Brisbane.
Did you?
I'm sure I've said this story somewhere. I might not have, but
Tell
it's
Jared.
pretty fucking
Just tell
funny.
Jared.
So in the hub, we were in Brisbane and at the Gabba, which was my spiritual home, but this was before I played my one and only infamous game. In that we'd done a scrimmage in the morning. Scrimmages were shit. They were dumb and they were stupid. It was like 9v9 against Richmond or whatever. It sucked. So I was hating it. Anyway, I was at the footy watching and we all had to sit in a little clump and there was limited fan access to the games because of COVID.
But there was fans there.
There was fans. In Brisbane, there was about 5,000
But you have
people.
like a section that you guys
You're all
in.
sectioned
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
So
yeah.
family were behind the goals, and then there were fans sporadically throughout the place. We were behind the goals also. We were about maybe 20 rows back from a clump of family members, and
No, they were just fans. They were just people.
No, they were.
That was people.
Was it just people?
I think it was just people.
You were actually playing, so it was
Yeah,
it was family members.
I think that's the kicker for you.
Correct, it was family members. Anyway, so Eric Hipper was out there, and he was playing.
I'm trying to help your story.
Yeah, no,
I do understand the kicker.
I've told the story a couple of times, mate. So Scully was playing on Hipwood, obviously other forwards and other backs going about it, and we thought it was very, very funny that Scully was just like hard nosed defender, getting his back. Hipwood hadn't touched a footy, and we were all screaming out. So he's got a bit. We were screaming out, "It's a bad day to look like a bug," because we thought Eric Hipwood looked a little bit like a bug.
And there's not that much ambient noise.
No, not a lot. There was bugger all.
Oh, we could hear him.
It's a bad day to look like a bug. Scully, it's all over him. Give it to him. Scully was laughing because he could hear us because it was very, very quiet. Anyway, halfway through the first quarter, we can see the group in front of us starting to get a little bit, what's going on back there? Obviously, they were angry. Quarter time, this bloke gets up, walks back to us and says, we were in our West Coast gear. You boys, what have you guys been doing? How's the hub? What'd you do today? Oh, we scrimmaged this morning. No worries. Introduced himself and he goes, what's your name? Blah, 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 Hamish Brayshaw, whatever. And he goes, I think his name was Mark. He goes, my name's Mark. Mark Hipwood, Eric's dad. Oh, no. And then he's like, yeah, I'm just here with my wife and Eric's two sisters and he's going to meet us in fucking hell. Just been potting his son for the
No. He sounds like a nice guy.
He's a
He
great
was up
guy,
for
Mark.
a chat.
Yeah. So obviously he came up to sort of quash all remaining comments about his son's bug-like appearance. But
So that's the extent of your
Scully
taunting.
killed him that day.
That's the extent of your taunting. You don't really taunt from the back line.
Not a taunter. No.
Yeah.
It's
And
a bit
I agree.
dangerous to do it when you're a back, surely.
Yeah, correct. Jason Dunstall basically said, I think he said he deserves to be chinned. And so, that's proper. That's on TV. He said that,
Yeah.
and I kind of agree.
About who? You.
Hipwood.
No,
Hipwood. He was up in his face, taunting him after a mark. Piss off. Like in the 90s, like
He
someone
didn't-
would have just punched him in the face.
He didn't take the mark either. Wasn't
Yeah, it
he
was his
like the
mate.
second one
Yeah, that's
back?
correct.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. I
that's
mean,
part
like,
of
if you
this.
get the mark, like, okay, fair enough. It's an absolute
He's come
ripper.
from dad.
A bit of Nathan Vardy, Liam Ryan spec.
Absolutely.
Correct.
There's the bug and then there's the lizard. Are there any other like sort of amphibian like creatures in the AFL?
Amphibian.
There's a
Snake Waterman.
Yeah,
there's a snake.
Waterman,
Yeah, there you go.
I feel like that's a reptile and so's a lizard. And a bug
What's
is
an
not
amphibian?
amphibian.
An amphibian is water and land.
There's like frogs and
Oh, like a
Maybe a salamander.
yes, like a salamander,
There you
axolotl.
go. An axolotl. There you go.
Yeah. Sydney.
Here we are.
Can we give someone the
An
nickname
axolotl,
the
no,
axolotl?
axolotl, that's only water.
No, I killed my
Idiot,
sister's
Dan.
axolotl and it was
Because
because
you
water.
killed it because you took it out of water. Yeah.
Mexican.
Mexican.
I was taking
What
it
do you want
for
for
walks.
Christmas? An axolotl.
She went
please?
away to Ireland and then she came
Oh,
back
right.
and it was no longer a
Sorry,
thing.
hang on a minute.
Sydney and Geelong had
Just
a draw.
stop. Ireland.
Yeah, that's how they say Ireland. Is that
If
too?
they're Irish.
If they're Irish and not Dan.
What, you lot have fun with the English language? Let me have a bit of fun for Christ. Come on. Let me say something with an accent. Jeepers.
Say that with an accent.
Jeepers. Let's all have turns at speaking with accents.
To be sure.
Come on, man. That's too far. I don't want to talk about Sydney and Geelong. It's boring. It was a draw. Nothing really to talk about. Adelaide North, whatever. Adelaide beat North.
Adelaide
Sydney-
North is the most irrelevant matchup. I've
Absolutely.
heard.
Bulldogs v Freo. Now, Freo are just doing Freo things, but Nat 5 is potentially out for the season.
Freo,
That's a bit disappointing,
Freo done.
isn't it?
They're not making
Are they
finals.
done?
Nah,
No,
they're
they're not
okay.
making finals.
Yeah, it's looking,
You reckon
looking
they're
pretty
making
grim.
They're making
I had an epiphany tonight. Not an epiphany. I had a realization. And I was like, you know what? Because we had the Shelter footy cast and I was hesitant to say they were going to make it. And I was a little bit, what's the word that I'm looking for? Pessimistic on the rest of their season.
Right.
And I went home and I kicked myself. And I said, you've got a brother that's playing for him. Get a bit of loyalty about you, you stupid fuck. And
Oh.
so now I'm saying they're going to make it.
This just sounds
Okay.
like you're lying.
No, mate. They got to win 5 or 6 out of the next 8.
I've
They're
been the
making
most optimistic.
How many
5 or
rounds
6
left? 8.
it. 8 left.
Yeah.
8 rounds left.
They've
You wanna make
got
a
to
bet?
win more than that.
What do you wanna
mate.
make?
They've got to.
I can make a bet.
They've got to
about
win
this
more
if
than a
it's
couple
not
of 5
money.
wins in their next 8
Do
to
you
make
know,
finals,
do you know
mate.
who was good though? Brennan Cox. Oh my God. Took about 25 marks.
Speak about body
He
magic,
was-
am I right?
Absolutely killing it.
That's
Probably had the
He
best
was- he
preseason
was-
ever.
Yeah, that's right.
How many of the Freo lads are you looking after those days?
I had I think I had maybe like 8 come through last preseason.
Right.
So
So
I've got
if
like
they
25
don't make
guys.
finals,
Yeah.
It's because
It's
they
on
need.
you.
It's
no,
my-
if
my
they
guys
don't
are
make
guns.
finals, it's because they need 10 or 12.
my
Yeah,
guys are
that's
guns.
My guys are guns, but yeah,
you need
they've all
more-
just got
more
bigger
coming
contracts,
through.
all of them. You know?
But if they do make finals, then it is on
Which
you as
they
well.
will.
Look, mate, I've been the most optimistic Freo fan in WA. Literally putting our own money up, making merch, carrying on like a pork chop in the media, running some flag medal bullshit last year.
Where's that saying come
I'm
from?
the one who's getting made stupid, mate.
Where's that saying come from? Carry on like a pork chop.
I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah, it's a good
what
point.
do they do?
Maybe they carry
Pork
on. Like
It's a question. I mean, something's just
Carlton,
in my mind.
Collingwood,
think about
Sydney.
anyway.
Mate,
Ponder
mate,
that
mate,
one.
their next 5. Mate,
Yeah,
All right, they beat
Collingwood.
Carlton.
Carlton.
Carlton's the worst football team in the history of the
beat
AFL.
Carlton.
They
beat
smacked Carlton.
They're playing Collingwood at the G.
Yeah, that's
they
tough.
win that.
No. Just have an Onvis conversation.
We do.
Onvis
We
conversation.
An
do.
Onvis
I'm going to have an
conversation.
Onvis conversation. They probably don't beat Collingwood. There you go.
They don't,
They don't.
right?
We love playing MCG though. Love it.
We do.
Yeah, I could
we
see
do.
that.
Against Collingwood, you don't, boys.
Sure. Okay. No worries.
I forgot you're a Freo fan. You've thrown me there. Sydney,
Sydney
at
are-
home.
Sydney are a debacle.
That's a win. That's a win to you.
It's a win. So we're on 2. We need 5 of 6. We need
Geelong-
5 or 6.
Geelong at Kinnear Park.
We beat them last
We
time. were
love
there.
them.
I know you
Kinnear
beat them
Park
last
too.
time. You
Love
almost
'em.
made top 4 last year. That's not
Love 'em.
happening this
Geelong
year.
are shit.
Geelong aren't shit.
That's it. I'll give
Yeah,
you a
literally,
half there.
And
I'll
then
give you
you've
2.5.
got Brizzy here, mate.
Brizzy
Strong
here.
hand.
Brizzy is shit away from the Gabba, so that's there you go.
They are shit away from the Gabba.
There you go. What else have you
In
got?
the next 5,
That's sort of a half.
in the
point.
next 5, how many are realistically winning?
3.5.
I think you can win 3. I think you can win 2 in
Well,
the next
fuck you.
5.
I think they're going to make finals. So there you go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I love how like a lot of your arguments revolve around you just coming back to fuck you and like this is what I think. You haven't given me a lot of logic there.
Giving you
unfortunately.
heaps of
What-
logic.
what we
Brisbane
can-
is shit away from
So
the
this
Gabba.
is another-
Sydney is shit. Carlton
I've
the
given-
worst team
I've
ever.
given-
And Collingwood they're probably going to lose to. So
As you
what's
can
the
hear,
logic?
As you can hear,
What else?
ladies and gentlemen?
What else
gentlemen
do you
in
want there, Will Schofield?
Logic.
Let's
That is
have a
perfect
timeout.
logic.
Let's have a timeout. Let's something we can all get around though. Jai Amos.
Oh, what a star!
He one of your guys?
Oh no, he's not, but he will be.
Will be.
Will be?
Don't worry. What did he kick on the weekend? 4 goals.
Yeah,
He'll
right.
He could be
He's not
kicking
going to win the
8s.
Coleman medal this year, but he
There's
will.
He'll be
been-
kicking 8s next year.
There's a lot of chatter throughout the season about him not getting a nomination for Rising Star. Freo media were pushing for it, and it was silly by the league not to award it. It's probably close that he could actually win the entire thing.
Yeah,
right?
he's got a
How
nomination.
many?
so
How many
no.
goals has he got?
He's kicked
so
27
far?
goals.
That's
So
huge.
he's kicked 27 goals. He's averaging almost 3 goals a game. There's 8 games
And he's
left.
kicking them from everywhere. He's kicking set shots. He's going snaps off. He's picking them up off the ground.
If
Beautiful.
he kicks
It's
his
everywhere.
average for the rest of the year, he kicks over 50 goals. I don't
Gotta
see.
get that
I
done,
don't see
yeah.
Owens from St Kilda beating him. He's paying 10. Just on BlueBet, shout out. He's paying over $10 for the Rising Star at the moment.
Get on that.
Wow.
So
Alright.
no.
Gamble responsibly, but I obviously can't say anything about
Yes.
that.
Of course.
Good, bad, or indifferent.
A Gold Coast Geelong. I don't really want to talk about Gold Coast Geelong. It was sellout card for the first time
as we
since
said,
2014.
Dewey's potentially getting dropped, potentially
Yeah,
not as well.
biggest-
Ruben
biggest
Jimby's going to be
story.
the head coach of Gold Coast.
Captain coach.
Captain coach of the Suns.
And that's
The
going
boy.
to be the new theme song as well. Is the
Yeah,
boy
they're
song?
gonna
They're going to
scrap-
run through the banner. It's going to be like
Here's the boy, Jimby.
Can we just get a little? Oh, no, it's all right. Let's talk about Essendon Port though, because that game actually was very exciting. Potentially one of the best endings of the season. I want to talk about the goal umpire. Maybe the MVP of the
this was
game.
great, wasn't it?
Huge
Step ladder.
goal at the end by Dan Houston. Obviously, after the siren, had to nail it from 75 out.
Do we have any vision of this one?
yeah. Put that up.
We don't-
That will be
vision?
a little spoiler. It's probably going to be on Swimply.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Is it on Swimply?
I would have thought so.
Yeah, it's on Swimply. So we'll have a look at it during
And we're
Swimply.
obviously not
And-
biased, but there was
yeah.
nothing better in the
No,
round
no.
that happened.
Oh,
So-
absolutely.
I'm going to
Yeah,
tell
no.
you who wins Swimply now. Yeah.
Congratulations.
No, there was other
to
good goals.
Dan Houston.
Can you, Nick? Can you bring up the photo of the goal umpire down on the goal line? Because this was one of the it's a bit hard to see, but that's right. This goal umpire is surrounded by 25 men jumping for the ball, gets the perfect position on the line there, and gets sat on by a few of them. Best seat in the house for the game. It reminded me of the Ballantyne shot at goal. A lot of people flying up, some people celebrating, some people
When
not
we
sure.
get to watch the vision, he's actually one of the other blokes that keeps his feet.
He stays
If
there.
you- he actually
gets
keeps his feet.
trampled.
And there's about 10
And
blokes
also-
that
Like
get there.
Mufasa in The Lion King.
How
Got
good
trampled.
is
Rest in
the
peace,
uh,
obviously.
the
Of course.
How good's the goal review actually working as well? How good, like perfect spot for it.
That's a very good
great.
point.
Yeah.
It has been questionable this year.
That was literally perfect. Couldn't have been any more perfect.
Yeah, that's a very good point. And he called it a goal because you have to make a call. They can't say, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
They have to have.
Send
That's
it up.
why you got to keep eyes
Make
on
a
the
call,
footy,
send
mate,
it up.
at all
Always
times.
got to watch.
Yep. Hawthorn, Carlton, grim. No need to talk about it.
Carlton are a shit football club,
Yeah,
and they won.
and they won.
Worst team ever.
Demons v GWS.
Speaking of shit football games, I spoke to Angus today. He reckons it was about 3 degrees top.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Said
messy.
it was
messy
fucking
weather.
cold.
Where was it?
Alice
Yeah, Alice
Springs.
Springs, which is interesting because the weather forecast there for the next 30 years is fucking hot.
Why was it so cold?
It's a great question, mate. I'm not a geologist. Is that what it would be? No,
I
that's
think
right.
it's
that's rocks, mate. But there is rocks there.
Is it
Rocks could affect
meteorologist?
it.
Meteorologist.
I don't know. It's
I don't
ologist.
care too much for the weather.
Temperanologist.
I wake up, I walk outside, it's fucking hot. Or it's fucking cold.
One goal that is not in Swimply. I can tell you that's not a spoiler here. Josh Kelly's game-winning goal here. Let's play this up. Crucial moments
Not
of
in
the game.
Swimply.
He's kicked that from 80.
Yeah, that's a thumper.
Bounce awkwardly. It hasn't. Sausage.
How long's left on that?
Slider.
That's huge.
That
When goals were nowhere to be found in that game, clutch at
he's
the moment there.
he's a hot man as well.
Oh, yeah,
So,
he's
good
a
looking
rogue.
bloke.
Yeah, no question.
Who's potentially hotter?
Jago O'Meara.
No.
The boy.
Josh. No, we're going to keep it in GWS.
Who else?
Josh Kelly
Weller.
or
Jared, yeah.
Hammer.
Jack Buckley.
Oh, yeah, hello.
Oh,
hello.
how did we knock out of him first? Jack Buckley.
Jack Buckley, we could talk about him to the nth degree, but
Do you know who Jack Buckley is, Jared?
Well, from you guys talking about him, I do. I didn't before that. Obviously, doesn't get the recognition that he deserves.
yeah, that's
No,
correct,
he
Jared.
does not.
That's a correct fact.
look at this
Jared.
specimen, Jared. I'm just
Hammer.
going to give you some.
Yeah, it's pretty luscious.
Look at that.
I haven't
Flush
run
his
into
hair.
you since then. We had a guest interview, and he was the CEO of GWS, and we put something to him live in the podcast. We did the deal. Jack Buckley's coming back to West Coast. No, Jack Buckley will be the official player of the BackChat podcast in season 2024. So we're
good. Done a deal.
sponsoring Jack
hell.
Buckley because you can sponsor Jack Buckley. We're sponsoring him. Jack
There's so
Buckley.
many good things, and you know what?
That is good.
One of the best things that you get about sponsoring a player with GWS is that this player will visit your workplace.
Potentially.
So,
That was potentially.
or potentially,
Potentially.
yeah, potentially visit your workplace. So there's a good chance Jack Buckley will just be here.
Do you want, like, I mean, how much do you know about Jack Buckley?
Tell me.
You got to tell me. You got to
I
tell me
will.
more.
So, growing up, same school as me, very, very, very close friends. The best of friends, some may say. Year 3, he was about 9, moves to Sydney with his family, moves to Sydney, goes to school over there. Sydney's not an AFL town, so gives up football, starts playing rugby, starts playing basketball.
Silly.
Sort of state, national basketball level, very good player, playing rugby, mucking around a little bit, thinks to himself, bugger it, I need to get back into football.
Yes.
Gets back into football, mucking around, plays for the Swans VFL team, or an AFL
Yes.
team at the time, Swans Academy, starts getting a bit of a kick, starts playing good footy, qualified for Category B status because he'd been away from the game for so long,
Yes.
and then just picked it up again like a rash and just went fucking bang.
Yes.
Got drafted, GWS, and just has never looked back. Did his ACL. You'd think, for a bloke who hasn't played footy for a long time,
Not a
that
good
might
spot.
seem out of the game. Shithouse, not fatal. Not too bad, mate, yourself. Jack Buckley overcomes that, gets a contract extension, and now he is single-handedly the best defender in the competition.
And he's just landed himself a massive, juicy BackChat sponsorship. too.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
How
baby.
good is that?
How
boy,
big is
hasn't
it?
he?
Well, it's not that big.
It'll be.
He's already been sponsored.
Tell
And
me when
I
to
said to the
stop.
CEO, look, you're going to have to sort out the other sponsor
Yeah.
because,
Let him
and
down.
he said,
Let him
you know-
down easy.
He goes, you know what? You know how we do things at GWS? We sell things twice.
Smart.
Very smart.
I'm surprised they can sell it twice. That's so good.
They can do
Well,
it.
Jack Buckley could probably sell maybe 50 times
Yeah,
and
he's
then
out
some.
stadium.
Can't wait.
And we
What a
also
guy.
one of the other good things is we get our logo up on the scoreboard when he scores goals.
Yeah.
which is great. Which would probably happen a fair bit.
We should try. You should have asked the CEO. Can we get it up every time he spoils?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
that
good.
would have been very good.
All right. Maybe we can do that.
Yeah, I'm sure we
I
can
don't
negotiate.
know.
We're still in negotiation.
Spoil sponsor.
Might be
Spoil sponsor.
Spoil
You just play the boy over the loudspeaker.
Oh.
He's the boy.
Let's get the lights going.
Buckley.
All right, let's finish off with West Coast St Kilda. Lucky there's a little nugget on here. West Coast almost did the thing that we thought that they could never potentially
hang
ever
on
do
a minute.
again.
Hamish work. Hang on. Hamish works.
Oh,
got it done.
of course,
Hamish
you tipped
works
them.
for West Coast. Jared's a Freo supporter. I don't really have a team at the moment. Dan, I want you to run us through this because you were very excited about this performance.
I, got the game up on KO. Thought I'd just watch it, house myself, wife, kids are out. So I
Uh-huh.
thought, I've got
Yeah.
I've got time.
Full
strip,
nude.
strip down, do my usual.
We saw the
We
footage,
did
we
say-
saw the
hang on a
footage of
minute,
you
hang
earlier
on a
today.
minute.
Haven't brought it back from Serpentine Falls.
Hang on a minute. We did say we weren't going to talk about this.
Jeez.
Dan's
Is
had
that
a
what
bit
you
of
were
time to
watching?
himself.
Is that actually what you watched?
Dan's had a bit of time to
I
himself.
love football. We love our football. West Coast come out, concede a goal in 15
Yeah,
seconds.
15
and
seconds.
I
It wasn't
thought,
looking good. It was going 250
and I thought, well,
points.
okay, we're on
Dan
again.
closed his
We're on
closed KO.
again.
I got something else. By the time he came back.
But then
Anyway,
West Coast go whack, whack, whack.
So,
whack,
so
whack.
beat me to it, Emma. Beat me to it.
okay.
And we all
Beat me to it.
we all had a great time
Fuck,
watching the football. No, but seriously, I thought for a moment West Coast were going to win, but they ran out of gas. I got
You
just
asked me
disappointed.
about that. Who'd you
The
like?
game just
That's what-
very much mirrored Dan's afternoon. Went hard in the paint, nearly got there, ran out of gas,
Ran out
and
of
then
gas.
just
Tell
Fumbled
us
off.
about it,
Just-
mate. Tell us. Who'd you
go
like?
for it, mate.
Ruben Jinby
Yeah.
honestly looks like a gazelle.
Boy.
Like we talk about him a lot, and probably go overs a little bit
Nah.
sometimes
Nah.
with
How
our,
tall is
with
he?
our,
Pretty
with
tall?
our, with our
He's
carry
massive.
on.
Yeah.
Don't be silly.
But he's legitimately a gazelle running around, lace out into the forward line, tackling people. He just looks like a man.
Face.
Elijah Hewitt,
Mm.
you've got some thoughts on Elijah Hewitt. I'll let you talk about Elijah Hewitt
Hey,
soon.
you look like Chris Judd. I just say that goal was Chris
Yeah.
Judd does like
Busting
Very
through
good
the pack, collects it, snap, goal,
Okay,
gives
keep
it
it.
to the crowd.
after the fact.
Then,
isn't it?
yeah.
Winding them up.
As,
them up.
as everyone's going back to the middle, he's giving them these ones.
it.
Absolutely.
I
And
liked
the
it a
crowd
lot.
goes Burko.
I like
Loved
it too.
Um,
I
yeah,
reckon some people wouldn't like it. Love
Heaps
it.
of people
Do you know
wouldn't
what's
like it.
so good though about the West Coast games? It's always a first goal every game at the
What?
moment. There's always a first goal. Everyone's
Yeah.
always getting around for
'cause
someone
there's
for a first goal.
1,000 new players
Yeah.
playing.
1,000 debutants.
There was about 5 on the weekend, I think. It was just like every goal,
Every
everybody
other
was
goal,
coming
everyone
on
got
in.
But
It
the
was-
crowd, what I will say for the West Coast Eagles fans, last week, obviously not their greatest week of football
That was
against
their
the
worst.
Swans. Their
Exactly.
worst week
It's actually
ever.
the worst.
The worst week
The
ever,
opposite of
yeah.
the best.
Not since the 2018 grand final week have I seen a better turnout at open training, more support shown to the team.
Really?
It
That's
was phenomenal. So credit to
Really?
all the fans. They just
That's
turned
funny
it on.
because wasn't it? It was just pumping up the whole week. About it was the opposite. They were going, we're going to boycott the first
Yeah.
quarter. We're
I
not
hope
Yeah, we're going to
people did,
boycott
so
the
they
first
missed
quarter.
out on a
Fans
bloody
turned
good
out
first
in
quarter.
droves to support
That's
the
good.
boys at open
Really?
training. They turned out in droves to support the game, and the voice at the game was
energy.
loud.
Energy.
There was energy there.
Feel the
I could
energy.
feel it through the laptop. I wasn't actually watching it on a laptop. Dan was something else.
I was watching it on TV.
Did you stream it to the TV? Wow.
I've got
I mean,
KO
well,
on-
kids
on,
were do what
on
you
the
like.
TV.
Wow.
You can
Yeah, so
actually
you
get
could
apps
hear
on
it.
the TV. You can watch KO and stuff. It's clever these days. It's pretty good. Red Bazzo is bloody good. It's just a really good team. Luke
Yeah,
Shuey.
you said
was
Red
like-
Bazzo was good.
Yeah, Luke
Brett was very
Shuey.
good. Shuey was great.
Like Norm, Luke Shuey. Like just elite.
Yeah, the strings look good. They were pumping.
yeah,
it
they were
so-
going very well.
Can you
So-
sort him out, please? Send him down to you and sort him out.
Yeah, absolutely. No worries.
Because he's having some issues this year.
Yeah, I'll sort him out.
He is. Last couple of years, actually.
Get him on the Fat Chat Challenge.
He doesn't know.
Yeah. So to say all that, West Coast lost in the end. So
So flat.
it's not a loss, but some good news for West Coast fans. Still mathematically possible to make the finals.
Yes.
Putting it out there. Worked it out earlier today. It is still
So we
mathematically
would have to
possible.
win all 8 games.
Win all out. Eston has to lose the right
Like
amount.
200 points.
No,
Just like
there's-
Freo, you're not making it. Either of you. I've turned. I can't be optimistic anymore. You're not.
That's right. West Coast aren't going to, but it's still possible. There's still a chance.
Swimply the best.
Now, I know we love that introduction, and we're going to play that a few more times, but I'm going to do something that's never been heard of. I'm just going to jump in here, and we're going to go straight to an ad because I need a little bit of a break. We're going to have a nice little ad break.
I actually do need a wheel.
Come back refreshed. We're going to get into
All right.
Swimply the best straight after this. Looking to save thousands on your next car and bundle your running costs, Hammer?
Yes, I am.
Look no further than Fleet Network. I thought you might be. Salary package your car and unlock savings and benefits with a novated lease.
Novated, yep.
Novated leasing, you'll use your pre-tax income to pay for your car and running costs like fuel, servicing, rego, insurance. I wonder if they pay fines.
They better. Parking fines, speeding fines.
Paid mine yet?
Yep. Fine.
You have?
Yeah, I've done it.
Okay, thank you. This lowers your taxable income, saving you money. You should worry about this because bringing that taxable income, that big one of yours that you're rolling around with, saving you money and reducing the cost of running your car. Your repayment is drawn from your salary, so you don't need to do a thing, Hammer.
Wow.
Not needing to do a thing. That's got to be a
I
positive.
mean, I do like doing no things.
What's more, they'll source your choice of car from their nationwide supplier network and negotiate exclusive discounts. It sounds like Patreons, and I mean patrons. Plus, you pay no upfront fees and no GST on your car's purchase price. As novated leasing and salary packaging experts for more than 25 years. How old are you?
I'm 25. There you go.
Okay,
Oh,
thank you.
wow.
Me and Nova Ted.
Fleet Network will make your move to novated leasing simple and stress-free. Getting started is easy. Contact Fleet Network today or visit their website, www.fleetnetwork.com.au to get started and feel the freedom of novated leasing. I know you don't like it when I say www.
You didn't put a dot
Yeah,
after it.
www Fleet. I think there's a dot in there.
Okay, you guys figure it out. You know what to do. Fleetnetwork.com.au.
Of course, Swimply the best. We're almost there, but we're going to a little Fleet Network ad who are powering the podcast for 2023. Shout out to Fleet Network, doing great things, supporting us. Let's do some Swimply.
Swimply the best. I'm so glad I got to jump in that one.
I can't remember if we asked you before. Do you have a pool?
Yeah, I've got a pool. I said we can do cheat day. Might be at my pool. That could be.
Have you
Holy
put your pool on Swimply?
Have you put your pool?
No,
on?
no,
That's what everyone actually wants to fucking
That's
know.
what everyone wants to know. Here we go. Come on. Dan.
Swimply the best.
Unless your name's Dan.
I actually put the pool cover on this week.
Did you?
Get it nice and
So
warm.
no one's allowed
Nice and
in.
warm for the party.
No, it's just to warm it up. It's been pretty cold, so I
Is
thought
that
I'd
what
put the
that
pool
do? Is
cover
that
on.
what covers do? I thought they kept the leaves and stuff out.
But a lot
Does that too.
evaporation as well.
Evaporation, warmth, leaves.
But it only warms about that, like the first 2 inches of the top
yeah.
of the
During
pool.
summer, you jump in the pool, you get scalded in the face, and then it goes down and it's cold. So, nice little treat for your face. So you
The
can put
marine
your pool-
biologist.
I think
I think that's what they do.
geologist. Is that a
Yeah, the marine geologist.
Marine
Yeah.
geologist.
Yeah.
So you got to put your pool on Swimply this week.
So do
you
you.
can make some.
So
nah,
Dan spoke to his wife.
that's what
She
his
said
wife.
no.
She says so. But I tell you what, play it, David. Putting it on.
We're putting it on there.
Dad said it's all right.
Swimply the best.
What were we talking about?
R.I.P. Tina.
Yeah, actually, should we just spare a moment for Tina for a sec?
Yeah,
No.
everyone put your cups out for Tina.
Yeah.
Put your pools out for
Pull your
Tina.
pulls out. Pull your pulls
covers
out
on.
for Tina. All right.
covers on
If you've
for
got a
Tina.
pull, put it up on Swimply, Jared. This week, you can make some extra coin. They're expensive to run, but this helps you. And if you want to pull, jump on the Swimply app.
You can
Find
do
pools
you
you
can do
like.
some you can do some maybe some swimming sessions on the Fat Chat app.
Aerobics.
Fat Chat challenge.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah,
Ooh.
absolutely. We
Little
can.
water
Yeah, we'll get
polo.
pools. Yeah.
Good for your legs.
Yep.
Depends on the size of the pool. Might not be a great game of water polo in a small one, but
You just get in there and tread
Hey,
water, mate.
it's all just about creating the community.
There you go.
We're
Right.
just getting together.
All right, let's go to this first moment. Collingwood v Gold Coast.
Shocking game.
Shocking game.
Big
Bloody
moment.
good goal, though.
This is good.
My goodness. I had not seen
Wow.
please
Wow.
and
that. Jamie
thank
Allen's
you.
taken a piss.
Jack Higgins won goal of the year for something very similar.
How many
That's
good
right. I
goals
might
have
say
there
you.
been
And
this
that was
year?
debatable whether it was a goal, remember?
There's been so many good ones.
So many good
And
ones.
that's elite.
That's an elite goal from Jamie Elliott. Fuck, that's good.
No one's beating Will Ashcroft, but that's
well, I
a
was going to say
fucking
because
good goal.
last time I was on the show, that was what we were speaking about was
Will
the
Ashcroft.
yeah,
Ashcroft.
with the Ashcroft one,
And-
and now we've got this, and then we've probably got another one that happened also this round afterwards.
Taps
I
it
imagine.
back in. The smarts. Jamie Elliott is that player, isn't he?
That is
Runs back
fucking
in.
good. Look at
That
that.
is very good.
Oh, look at big Sammy Collins, our man, just jogging along in the background there.
Sammy Collins, you could have got
Bang,
there.
get in
nearly
there.
if you
He
had
He should have
been
gone for the
running whole time.
dive.
Yeah, that is so smart.
Very smart. All right, let's go to the next one. Nick, this is Port Adelaide v Essendon.
Oh boy.
Clutch.
So he's marked that. Let's see. I want to see what
Marks
the
it
man
on
unmarks
50 with
there.
It's an
18 seconds to go.
absolute-
Siren's
How about-
gone.
yeah, that's
Wow.
What about what Trent McKenzie said to
Oh.
him? Did you hear that?
No.
Trent McKenzie went up
Yeah,
to
that
him.
was good.
So Houston took the mark, went back. Trent McKenzie went over him and said, "I'll still love you if you miss it, mate."
Look at the umpire.
Oh, look at him.
Look, only man to
Christ.
keep his feet.
That is amazing.
Huge goal after the score review. The carry on.
loves
Very
it.
good. And then the next one.
It's
Noah
about
Long.
it's about time
West
Port
Coast
Adelaide got
Eagles
one after the siren.
don't feature on Swimply the best very often.
Noah Long fucking does.
This was fucking special.
Gaffy, little handball, little one hander,
Oh,
baby.
snags.
Look at that. Noah Long.
He's going to be a gun.
He's
just
gonna
so
be
we
good
know,
player, good player, good player.
he's going to be. Look, he's a little bit smaller than him, but Toby Greene. Like I know Toby Greene, I know that, but just a smart
He's
player.
a fucking
He's going to have to
star.
switch that number 44 number if he's going to be.
Nah.
taking-
No,
I like
no,
it.
no, absolutely not. We're a
44's got-
pundit,
yeah,
bro.
we're a pundit, but yep.
44.
Yep.
David, we were a pundit number 44. What's wrong with 44?
I don't know. It just
Dixie
for me,
Brayshaw,
it's just
44.
Too high.
It's a heavy number.
What
My old
about
man
you,
wore 44.
Dan?
So
You're a big numbers guy.
I love David Rapana, so I love number 44.
my old
44 is
my old
good.
man wore 44. So
Just so we know,
There you
the
nothing wrong with a heavy number.
It's actually, I think it's better.
Yeah.
Imagine
Gotcha.
playing in a premiership with 44 on your back rather than I'm number 6.
44.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
number 6.
yeah, I went 06.
I'm
Sweet, I'm
number
a
2.
legend.
Oh, I'm number 1.
No, I'm number 44. I got some girth on my back.
Yeah, correct. Like, what's better? Honestly, what do you respect more, number 1 or 44? That's
44.
a genuine
I'm just
question.
thinking if I was like writing, well, I guess like
Okay.
if you're writing a signature, you can do your little hash thing and 44. It's
No.
more stuff on there, I
Hash
guess. It's
44.
like
You can
longer.
pound a
Hash.
44.
Yeah, yeah.
We've got one more video actually to show, and this isn't Swimply the best moment, but we have had a pool entry. So we've been asking people, send your pools in,
Well,
and we're going to host.
this is the best one we've had. We have had thousands
We've had
of
Batman need to
entries.
come in.
This
So
is
we've
the
actually
best we've
employed
had.
someone.
Holy
That's a
shit!
playground. That ain't a pool.
That's a
Is this
playground.
a public area?
Hang on a
This
minute.
has to be a
This
public
is,
park.
This is
Hang on a
from
minute.
Tanya. She sent
Oh
this in.
my god!
Tanya is loaded.
Tanya, this can't be your backyard.
Oh, it's got one of those.
Oh, wow.
what
Oh, it's got no water, though.
Tanya,
Someone put the
What
hose
is
in
this
it.
house?
Wow.
Tanya.
Two screens.
So it
Sorry,
turns
sorry.
out Tanya's Bill
Ice
Gates'
hockey.
niece.
Wow.
I mean, look at the fridges.
What the fuck?
It's got a kitchen in there.
Barbecue.
That's outrageous.
All right, Tanya.
That's the best backyard
So
I've ever
that's
seen. in my
pretty
believe
life.
awesome.
Tanya
Tanya sent that
entered
in.
for Tanya sent it in. Believe for her husband. I
Okay,
believe
so
her
quick, I'm just
husband.
going to read out this email that came with it. Quick video of the pool and / entertainment area for you guys to host.
It doesn't look like Tanya that was in the reflection of the glass just there.
No, her husband
No.
might have done the film.
While currently still under construction, it will be complete around September / October. If you guys are
Where is
planning on
this?
hosting, for then bring your kids a loaf of bread and you can feed the ducks. There's ducks
There's even animals.
Got to be honest.
in the pool.
I don't reckon that's getting beaten, boys.
No, probably
That's pretty
not.
awesome.
That's better than my backyard.
Wow.
So that's a good
fucking
entry.
Awesome.
If you want to take on Tanya and her husband, send in your pools.
yeah,
Feel
Yeah.
free to get in with the other thousands.
Good
of
luck,
them.
though.
Yeah, good luck. We have to employ
But
someone just to go through all the
Does
entries
the
at
pool
moment.
technically have to have water in it?
I'll
to
believe-
Yeah,
allow
I
them
would
to
have
flow?
thought so. Yep.
No, it's still going to be there. It's September, October.
And
They're
do
going
you
to fill it
think
up.
the ducks will be in the pool?
I'd love to.
Is,
I love
is,
a duck.
is that what currently is the
Peking
duck pond?
duck.
Is the pool?
I think it might be, but I think they are. I think they are building it.
I see.
Duck.
Well, I'm keen to see how that
Yeah,
goes.
I'm
anyway.
I just want to go hang out
just
there.
wanna go.
Even
That's
if we
a
don't
very
record
good looking
a
spot. Where
podcast.
was it? Actually, don't tell me.
Make sure you vote on Swim
Make
to
sure
the
you
best
vote. Swing the best.
moments.
We'll put that up on socials. Back chat.
Great winner last week. We obviously
Triple
didn't have a podcast,
underscore.
but a sensational winner last week.
Can't remember.
Andrew, come on.
Was it?
Was it?
Yeah, he kicked a pretty good snap
he?
against the
Oh, I
Mighty
think he gets a
Bombers.
free pool for that.
He does get a free pool for that. He's got a pool. He's got a pool.
There we go.
He gets
Yes,
the
put up.
invite to the. Does he?
He's got a
Of
pool.
course he does.
Of course he does.
One of the
Must be
biggest
nice.
and
Legend.
most prestigious awards in AFL 2023 is the BackChat Backman Award.
Oh, isn't it?
Mate, it's heating up. I will say that much. And Hannah, usually we like to give you some options.
no
Unfortunately,
options this
no
week.
options.
no options. It's
Shit.
just a 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to give you some names of the best backmen of the week. One vote goes to our man, Aaliyah.
Oh my god!
Name so good, got to say it
Alira.
twice. Alira Lear.
You know what? He actually enters the leaderboard for the first time in 2023. It was
Wow.
very
How?
surprising.
First vote.
How?
First vote.
First vote.
According to this in front of me, first time he's entered.
I will say the leaderboard's getting large.
It's getting very large, which is great.
Yeah.
It shows there's a lot of good backmen.
and
in
and
the
there's
league.
only
good
backmen. Just so we know, not one
Nick Dacos in
midfielder,
here?
not one
No.
forward has got in this anywhere near
Taylor Walker
this.
apparently has got a
God, Taylor
Golden Fist.
Walker would not get a. Mate, yeah, fucking-
2 votes.
I don't even know what to say.
Sam Collins.
Oh.
Yeah, my boy climbs the leaderboard. That's an equal.
Yeah.
He's on 11 votes. Come on.
That's right. You very good memory.
I know
Paying
this
attention.
leaderboard like the back of my fucking hand.
3 votes.
Can we please get an updated leaderboard on this,
I can
Nicholas?
tell you right now.
No, I want on socials. I want a nice, pretty looking thing. Just
Okay.
give some public
Sure.
acknowledgement to
That's
these
good.
guys.
And for the first time entering the leaderboard with a strong 3 votes, Sam Taylor.
Sammy Taylor. Wow, there you go.
Geelong boy.
playing.
Yeah,
Welcome,
Geelong boy.
welcome, Sam Taylor, to the most prestigious award of 2023.
I would say the
Brennan
top
Cox. He's
5.
taken 25 marks. He's taken 25 intercept
You don't know
marks.
what
Just
you don't know what it is, mate.
sometimes you just got to get the job done, mate. So look,
So it goes on result as well.
well,
potentially.
So
no
it's
one
like,
knows
it's like
the
it's like the
criteria.
NBA MVP. Your team's got to be the winner. to win
well,
the thing.
I
knows,
mean, if
mate?
you look at the leaderboard, it doesn't have anything to do
I'll
with
give you the
wins,
top
losses.
3.
No, I'll
Sam
give you the
Collins,
top 3.
Harris Andrews,
I'll give you the top
Tom
3.
Barrass.
So Tom Barrass and Sam Collins are on 11 votes.
Yes.
Jack Buckley is on 9 votes.
Harris Andrews.
Harris
is also
Andrews
on
is on Did he go? He's not 11 votes.
He's on 11.
Did he really go up to 11 last week? Oh, it's because I didn't do it last week. I'm updating from 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
My
Yeah.
apologies.
Got the 3
So
votes
there's
last week.
three. There's three.
Oh, are we gonna
locked
do last
in
week's?
first place?
We've already done last week's. We did.
When? You did that on your podcast that had no audio on it.
No, we
Oh.
did an episode. We just didn't want to get you in at fucking 7 in the morning and talk about
I would've been
our
there with-
producer Nick.
I would've
pressing
been
the
there with
record
bells
button.
on.
I know.
Oh,
I gave you a break.
All right. You
Better
know what?
work
You can have another break right now because we're going to talk about betting.
Oh yeah.
Talking
Hamish,
about breaks.
go do whatever you need to over there.
As you go away, like just to finish off on the Backman Award, I want this acknowledged by the end of the year, and I want like Jack Barkley gets our full respect because he's acknowledged it. I need this. People need to know. People need to know
We
about
need
this
to get
stuff.
this out.
And yeah, look, Brendan Cox, he's stiff, right? Yeah, Cox is
That
stiff.
is stiff.
Cox is stiff as, but
Maybe he's just not getting the job done, mate. Hamish, you need to get out of here because we're talking about betting.
BlueBet. outside.
BlueBet, thanks to BlueBet.
Shut the door.
We've been putting a spoil market together, Jared, every week. Backman doing Backman things, right? So we put together a 5-leg multi for this week.
Yeah.
And
How'd you go?
let me
Well,
tell you.
I'll let you know how we go. Look, at times I sit around, I sit in bed, just like Dan when he watches the West Coast game, and I think about Backman, and I think about just getting the job done, just like our beer. The BackChat Ale just gets the job done.
Yep.
Backman do the same. And we had a bit of a tough loss the week before, didn't get much done. So I thought, how about we go right back to the well, and we get the best of the best. We've unfortunately banned your man Alex Pearce. He has been struck from the record.
Why?
He's not getting
Is
the
it
job
as
done.
in
He
fallen through?
He cost a multi. Now, I'm not about blaming players and all of that.
But we're about to.
But he was the captain of the club. It was against GWS. They had 21 marks inside 50. He didn't spoil, mate.
Yeah.
Right? As the captain of the football club and you're full
Get your
back,
fist in there.
I don't care what you do.
Mm.
Just spoil.
Mm.
So we built a multi. 5 of the best. Barras was in it. He got the job done.
You got 9.
9 spoils.
Alir
He was in it.
almost got it done 3 times with 13.
Jesus.
13.
Who else was in there?
Sam Collins
Oh,
almost
boy.
got it done 3 times with 13.
Oh.
Jack Buckley, no questions asked.
Why would you? You wouldn't ask a question.
9.
Got it.
Of course you got it.
9. Darcy Moore.
Right. So that's 4 from 5. And you're thinking Alex Pearce has been sent the message you're no longer available for the BlueBet
Yeah,
multi. You haven't
captains
got
have
the
been
job.
put on notice.
Captains around the football world,
I go on.
nay universe, are on notice.
Yeah.
Darcy Moore,
What did you need him to get?
just
5.
5 spoils.
Just 5.
Yeah.
That's
He's one of the great intercepting, great backmen of our time.
Yeah.
Apparently,
probably all Australian captain.
he's
How
too
many?
busy worrying about kicking the ball. I saw him kicking it out. I saw him taking kickouts. I
How
saw
many?
him marking the footy.
Is that Backman behaviour?
I saw him running around. He's bouncing. He's taking blokes on. He's balking.
Having a good game. How
He's
dare
taking
he?
kicks on through the middle of the ground. He's helping his team win.
How dare he?
He's sitting on top of the ladder. He's probably going to win a grand final and a premiership. But what he hasn't done this week
Oh.
is spoil the fucking ball.
He got 3.
He got 3. All I can
it.
say is he must have had 10 intercept marks instead of 3. It's the only thing I can
So
actually
he's
think
out.
of.
No more captains. That's it.
That's correct.
That's
Do
it.
we, are we banning Darcy Moore
Oh, Darcy
from
been
the...
banned.
What's like
Wow.
a really, really high, obviously 13 from Aaliyah
13 is
and
big.
Collins. Yeah, that's big. What's like, I'm talking an outrageous game.
20.
20.
Like 20
Has anybody
would be,
ever,
I
who's
reckon
got
record
20?
would be about 20, 18 to 20. Tom Barras got 19 earlier this year.
Oh,
Yep.
So I reckon
wow.
that would... Okay, yeah, that's
18.
right. Yeah,
Yep. People
that's
have high
correct.
numbers.
That's
Yeah.
outrageous.
Yeah. So,
That's correct.
Darcy, you're done. You're not,
He's out.
you're not a
No
part
more
of the
captains.
multis anymore.
BlueBet,
That's okay. BlueBet, thank you very much.
get around him.
Tomorrow's guest, Jared. Oh, it's a bloody good one.
Oh, tell me.
It was probably one of the highlights of our trip going to Sydney.
I don't even know what we're doing.
We got to sit with a guy who doesn't do heaps of media,
Oh.
but he's one of the best players in the competition.
Talking about captain. I mean, that's a
Talk
nice
about
segue.
captain. Yeah. Toby Greene.
Oh, wow.
You can come back
That's a
soon,
massive get.
Yeah, Hammers.
That's
We're
an absolutely
interviewing Toby
massive
Greene
game.
tomorrow.
You interviewed, we have interviewed him already. That's coming out on the BackChat feed tomorrow. There's so many good stories out of it. He's was in the inaugural team of
He'd have some
GWS.
good ones, eh?
He is like, there's a lot of talk about players leaving like Gold Coast, GWS, taking other routes and stuff. This guy is like committed to, he's like wants to be there, wants to win a premiership there. Bloody loves the club. Lots of good stories.
Love his Insta name as well. Uncle Toby, isn't it?
Yeah, Uncle Toby. Uncle
Yeah, I
Toby
love
Greene.
that.
Yeah, it's very good actually. I think he can win the Brownlow this year. He's my smoky for the Brownlow.
Ooh.
Not talking about betting. I'm just saying
Obviously, because I'm not allowed to. And
No,
I'm back.
I'm just saying I think he can win the Brownlow. And I think
All right,
if
Kate
GWS, if why?
Oh, it's just big statement.
Well, who do you think can win the Brownlow, Jared?
Mm.
Oh, Brennan Cox.
Luke Jackson, yeah. That would be good.
No, who do you think can win the Brownlow?
Mm.
You know, come at me about making big statements. You got something for
Who'd
me?
win
or
the
not?
Brownlow? Clayton Oliver was looking great until
He was.
it was
That's
looking good.
Lockie Neal wins
Blister.
the Brownlow, I think.
Lucky
Lockie
Neal.
Neal. I mean, that's
Oh, yeah.
almost
They're winning
smoky-ish as well, I reckon.
Smoky-ish.
Okay, it's very smoky.
Jared,
Mm.
I'm still waiting, mate. You can't take Clayton Oliver.
Yeah. Andy Brayshaw.
Yeah, like it.
Nah,
He's
Caleb
a big
Sarong.
finish.
I
He's
think
got
Caleb
8 games.
Sarong's
Caleb
point.
Sarong will be taking some.
I'm going Caleb Sarong.
Oh,
He's
okay.
taking us some votes.
You got to stay loyal.
Yeah,
Bit of loyalty.
Respect the
It's
shit out of
Lead the
that.
purple.
Well, one thing that's not loyal.
good. Please, Pep.
One thing that's not loyal for a second is, you know, there's a big UFC fight coming up, Jared. You get
Yes.
into UFC?
No, I'm not
UFC
big
guy?
into the fighting. Hey, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
That's fine. There is one of Australia's well, you know him. You're more of a fighting guy. Is Volk one of the greatest Australian fighters of all time? Is
Well, not
he
fighters.
the goat?
Like not fighters. If you talk about sports people in this country,
He's right.
there'd be if you're talking top 5, he'd be one of them. Sam Kerr would be up there.
Yep.
I met her on the weekend.
Pardon.
Yeah, I met Sam Kerr on the weekend.
Where?
She was here in Perth.
Why'd you get on a fat chat, mate?
Yeah, well, trying to. Yeah.
Sam Kerr would be one of them.
Yep.
I'm not talking about quality of human here either, but she's quite quality. But like
She's
Nick
sensational.
Kyrgios would be one of them. And like it or not, he's just pulled out Wimbledon. Daniel Ricciardo would be another one of them. That's 3. And I reckon the next top 2, Volkanovski's one of them.
Yep.
So he's fighting in UFC 293, which is this Sunday.
Against a fucking
UFC
good fighter
290.
in
UFC 290.
UFC 290. He is fighting in UFC 290, which is this weekend. It is in Las Vegas. A few things about that. He's fighting Yair Rodriguez.
Who is a fucking weapon.
Oh,
Thank
we love
you.
Yair.
How do you know this?
Fucking weapon. I love it. I reckon it's
You love it?
I
How do you know
yeah.
he's a weapon? Because he is everything.
Do you see the fight for the interim championship? He fucking lit it up.
So if you've played Mortal Kombat as a kid and you get the characters, Yair Rodriguez is one of them.
So
Yeah.
what you can do on video games is like spam buttons, and the bloke just
And that's
fucking
just what
jumps
he's doing.
around,
He
flips
just-
around, and kicks shit. That is him.
We've
He's
also
fucked. He's like a fighter off Tekken. Did you ever used to play that game?
No.
Tekken. That
Tekken was with
how old is he?
Blanca?
Pretty similar to
Blanca
Mor-
was
Yeah,
Tekken.
yeah.
No,
Pretty similar to Mortal
no,
Kombat.
Street Fighter. I don't know. I'm
Anyway,
getting
he's
confused
fucking
more.
awesome.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Wears a cowboy hat and goes nuts.
He's from Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico.
And when he came out for 283, this Mexican music played. It was awesome. His walkout was very good. We did speak to him before 283, and we got him to handle football as well. Nick, do you have that video up? This is the type of guy. He's just a legend. Look at him.
Has that you can use. Okay.
Yeah.
And how you throw it away like that, or you throw it away like
this. Like this, yeah, I'll show you.
Oh,
Ready?
you.
Yeah, punch it.
Just
Yeah.
punch it, mate.
Boss.
Ah, big.
He likes it.
Love Yair Rodriguez.
He's the most, look at like he's got like
Such an
the
unassuming
reading
young
glasses
dude.
on.
Yeah.
And would just
nicest.
murder the shit
No,
out of
he
him.
is the nicest bloke. We walked away from that weekend down. This
Yep.
was Perth, UFC 284. And like we walked away, he's our favourite fighter.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to see him going up against Aussie because he's my favourite.
I can't wait. There's a couple of Aussies fighting.
I think I might want you to win.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
fucked.
same.
I
I want
love
you to
Volk.
win
Volk's
too.
a king. I reckon it'll be great. I'll tell you what.
Rob Whittaker.
Rob Whittaker's fighting
Yep.
Triple C. That'll be a fucking good fight.
So Rob Whittaker,
boy.
he hasn't fought for a little bit. He had his last fight cancelled.
Yeah, he was going to
It's
fight
in Perth,
in
284.
Perth, yep. Who was he
And
gonna fight?
that massive big guy that's pulled out. because-
insert name of.
Yes. Anyway, he's fighting. Our boy Jack Della Maddalena is fighting. He's a Perth boy. He was meant to be fighting his first top 10 fight, but the bloke pulled out.
He
Soft as
shit the
butter.
bed, as according to Jack Della's
Jack Della,
Instagram
yeah,
page.
yeah. We're not saying that guy
No,
shit
no.
the bed. He do it a lot, but Jack Della said it. He shit the bed. He's pulled out of UFC 290. So Jack Della,
Paul Acosta.
yes, that is the
There
guy
it is,
that.
bang.
Yeah, but Jack puts out on Instagram. So the guy a week before his fight, one of his biggest fight in his career, just put on Instagram. Whoever wants to fight me, open invite. Just get to the weight. I'll fight anybody. And so they've pulled out this guy who it's a bit of a viral sensation. He's like a brawler. The last fight he had, he was taking someone down and he broke the cage open and they ended up in the crowd
my
during his
God.
fight and he knocked the crap out of him. It's going to be a big
Ladder
fight.
came out.
Wow.
So
Ladder match.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's like Rocky 4, isn't it? No,
Yeah.
Rocky 5, where he's Street Fighter and he just like get someone off the
I'll probably
Rocky
do
5's
down at the paddo. They got the main event on there. That
sounds
really
good,
You
actually.
can get it on KO. It's
Yeah,
fucking
you
elite.
can get it on KO. Main event.
I'll be watching it.
290.
with
290.
with a couple of shelters. There's a couple of good fights.
Do you want to go watch it together?
Could do. Bo Nichols fighting there. I'm excited to see that.
Boom, if it's good.
Talking about fights, I mean, Yair Rodriguez,
Oh, yeah.
Alex Volkanovski for the title.
For the title, yep.
Dan Const v. Lydia.
Dan Const.
Yeah, actually, this is probably needs to be part of my goals for Fat Chat. Is
Yeah, tell
that
me, you got some beef.
I've never fought anyone in my life. Like, all right, tough guys who have been
Yeah.
fighting.
No,
Legends over
neither
here.
have I. It's just like, I've
Neither have
never
I.
fought
I've
anyone
never
in
fought
my
anyone
Who are
in
you
my
taking down?
So Lydio, he's a black belt in karate.
Is this
this
here,
guy
mate?
right behind you?
You're going to lose.
Yeah, have a look,
It's
Jared.
just a humble emoji.
Mate. He's right
Oh, there he is. He's a black belt.
Bitmoji or whatever you want to
So
call it.
belt,
yeah,
absolutely.
Lidmoji, I think we're going with.
Lidmoji.
He's the owner of Leadable Cameras, who supply our cameras, lights, everything we use
Very
for
good.
podcasts. Big supporter of the podcast, so thank you very much.
Massive
But I am going to take him down. So a part of my weight loss, I probably can't lose too much because I don't want to lose strength to be able to take down Lydio.
You should weight cut, mate.
Where's this stem from? Why are you so mad at Lydio?
No, I'm
No,
not.
there's no beef.
No, there's no beef.
It's more, it's like,
there's
it's
beef
like-
in the BackChat burger, but that's about it.
It's
Yeah.
no, it's no.
I think so. I imagine it could be.
It's
It
like-
could be a chicken burger.
It's
I'm
like
not
it
sure.
could be a fish burger.
fuck
Yair
that.
Rodriguez and Volk, there's no beef. It's just respect.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You want to
Between-
fight the best to be the best.
Dan and Lydia, there's a lot of respect.
Gotcha.
But then there's no animosity. I just want to, take on the big dogs.
Yeah, absolutely. But
Lydio-
Lydio, if you're listening to
Lydio-
this, I'm going to beat the shit out of you, Lydio.
Lydia's
I'm
like
really
a
not
world
scared.
champion karate expert, and we think it'd be funny if Dan fought him. That's pretty
That
much
would
how
be
the
funny.
sandwich works.
Yeah, it would be funny for everyone
I want
else.
to oil Dan up and make it hard for him to get around. Just slippering in and
Slippering
out.
around.
Yeah.
I'm keen for that. All right, let's get this first email.
Okay, slip around with Lydio with oil all over you. Let's go.
I'd love that.
G'day, legends and Dan. It was a pleasure meeting all three of you at the Gate Bar and Bistro on Thursday night. Those BackChat ales are genuinely delicious. We think so too.
testify to
Thought
that.
I would share a funny story from my first face-to-face encounter with the great man Scully. It was 2017 and the last home game ever at Subi. The Eagles needed to win by 23.5 points to make the finals, and Melbourne had to lose to Collingwood. Well, you CUNTS know what happened. Anyway, that week before the elimination game against Port, there was an open training session for the fans, and me and a mate came down together, both fit lads in our late 20s, and could have easily been mistaken for Eagles players. No, not really. We tried to get a few autographs from players. I remember getting Shuey and Yo, and then you and Big Easy came over, and I remember so
What a
clearly you
specimen.
saying to us, "Hey boys, you lads probably don't want my autograph," a bit sheepishly, almost if you didn't feel good enough.
Bullshit.
Remember this? We responded with, "Are you serious? No, we love you guys. Backman, get it done." I'd like to think this is the true origins of BackChat, but we all know that's BS. You're a massive part of the 2018 premiership. This is just a bit of an unsung hero. Keep putting out the good content, lads. That's enough ass kissing from me. I was
Yeah,
going
it
to
is.
say that. Cheers,
is.
Michael. There you
Thank you,
go.
Michael.
Just
You've
drop
got
down and
trauma
fellatio
around
nads there for a
signatures.
little bit.
Yeah, you're right.
You've actually got trauma. We're finding out on the couch here about where did that stem from?
Hey, if you ask me this about signatures, I don't get them. Like, as in, it's a signature. Like, it's
Who
not
hurt
really-
you?
It's just not really a thing that I give a shit about, to be honest. And it's like, oh, you want me to, deface your T-shirt that you've paid $100 for, and you want me to scribble some texture on it? Sure.
Scully's been hurt.
Some people like it.
Someone signs.
This next one's from
Someone
you.
signed something really bad for him one time.
This one's
How dare
from
they?
I remember
Kyle.
my first one.
Your first autograph?
First signature. Yeah, it was.
You gave or got?
It's from John Barnes. No, I got
Jimmy Barnes.
No, John Barnes.
Oh.
I'm looking at classic footballer guy over there. John Barnes, number 6 for Geelong, peak '90s Geelong footy. He was at an event with my my mother. It was a Geelong Cats members function. She wanted an autograph for her young son, 6-year-old, less, 4-year-old, don't even know it. And he said, "What's his favourite? Superman, Batman." And she said, "The Cookie Monster." Didn't like the Cookie Monster, but Barnesy wrote to Will from your mate, the Cookie Monster, and then signed it John Barnes on a dinner plate.
Wow.
What?
Right.
And I've still got it. Today.
My
There you go.
I
That's
can't. the
amazing.
first signature I can
And it
remember
scarred you
getting.
since.
The first signature I can remember getting was Mad Jack Dore at a North Melbourne Family Day when he first got drafted.
Wow.
He was there and was wearing a shirt. It was like,
Geez, you're young.
yeah, I was pretty young back then. And he was like, he had his training singlet on. But it was one of those shirts, but like his shirt would have been this length, but it was sitting here on Mad Jack because he's a fucking weapon.
Ripped.
And he started signing this thing, and there's a vein that, like, if you're big enough, you've got a vein going through your bicep.
You got one of those, Jared?
Jared,
Probably. Yeah, we'll check later.
And that thing was fucking dancing. Like, it was, and I just remember like looking at this thing. Just
How
being
old do you
like,
reckon you were then?
maybe 10, maybe 11, 12.
Really?
It was fucking enormous. And I'm just looking at this thing, man. Like,
Green anaconda.
look
Yeah.
at this. It's just dancing on his arm. And he was just signing a footy, but it would have been the size of my face. And I remember that. That was my first memorable signature. Was Mad Jack Door signing a footy of mine.
That's great.
There you go. All right, this next one's from Kyle Sinclair. A few episodes back, Hammer was talking about coin tosses and always choosing heads. I'm in the exact same boat here with him. Captain of the twos at the local cricket club, where Dan can come play this summer if he wants to roll out his doubly dooblies in F grade. Absolutely keen to roll out my doubly dooblies in F grade. Every away game, I always call heads. I went 2 from 8 in the season, just gone, and I copped it from my teammates weekly. A big old shit and a go get fucked to Johnny Bairstow for sooking after leaving his crease early. Thanks, lads, and Dan. Carl Sinclair, how are you going with coin tosses?
I lost my first one in a while 2 weeks ago, so Christian Amaduri's doing it. Now he won the last week, so he's going again. But
What are you going to go?
I'm going to go heads again, obviously. But to lose 2 of 8 that's just improbable. We'd, strictly.
But it has happened.
No, he's won
has
2 from
happened.
8.
Yeah, well, correct. That means That means you've lost 6 from 8. Yeah. That is just improbable. I mean, sure, it's mathematically correct and likely, but I'm sorry, not likely, unlikely.
But they're separate
happens,
events.
Mate. They are separate events.
It's not they're what are they called? Like
they're mutually exclusive.
They're
events,
mutually
however,
exclusive events.
But it does compound. It's compounding. The chance of getting.
It's not though because they're mutually exclusive.
Because it's just 50-50 again. It's always 50-50.
Correct.
Yeah.
But if I say to you, if I said to you,
if you flipped 100 coins,
yeah,
they're all mutually exclusive. You could flip 100 heads.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works, buddy.
Why not?
Because if you
here you go, a couple of fucking mathematicians coming at me.
If you flip one, so it's 50-50, you're going to flip that. It's 50-50, you're going to flip the next one. But it goes 50-50, so 0.5 times 0.5. So for you to get 2 heads in a row, you've got 25%. If you flip another one, you got 1.25%, 12.5%. You flip it again,
but
it decreases the likelihood of flipping. If you flipped 100 coins, it's not 50-50, you're going to flip 100 heads. It's very, very infinitesimally
It sort of
small.
is, but it's not, right?
No, it isn't sort of is. It's not at all.
I see what you're saying.
In no way,
every
shape,
time you
or
flip
form.
it, it's 50-50, right?
Yes, but to do it,
If you're watching on YouTube, listen along, get involved in the conversation.
Scully's over it.
Mathematically incorrect over there.
Oh, I'm so fucking shattered. I don't know how to fucking do ratios or whatever the fuck we're talking about either.
Well, we're not
Odds,
anywhere
I think.
near that.
I don't even know. Let's hear some finds. BackChatPodcast.com.au or BackChat Studios.
Pretty sure I
No, don't worry about studios. No, you can go to the studios if you want.
You can go there if you want.
for it.
Have
It's
a
a good spot.
have a look.
submit your
Have a look
finds,
around. Submit your finds.
backchatpodcast.com.au.
BackChatPodcast.com.au/finds. Best way to do it. Record a message. It's so easy. Just tap a button, send it in. Let's hear the first one.
Yeah, hey boys, it's Ronan. Welcome back to everyone returning from a couple exciting non-business related interstate holidays. And Hammer, just wanted to respond to my teammate Jackson's slightly intoxicated fine that he sent through last week.
Yeah, it was bad.
He's already been fined about $50 at the footy club, about $1 for every time he slurred his speech in that voice recording.
Jeez, it was bad.
But I think he just needs to be put on further notice because he's become notorious for over-celebrating. A few weeks ago, he kicked a goal in the last quarter and gave a double fist bump to the crowd as if he'd won an AFL Grand Final.
Oh, no.
In reality, it extended our margin to about 90 points against the team who haven't won a game all season in a 4th Division amateur Colts competition. Mate, you had more beers last week than you've kicked goals in your entire football career.
I like
Pull
that.
your head in, you massive flog. All right, love you, mate.
Right, that's great.
That's a really
That's
good
a
find.
sensational find.
That is a very good find.
Love you, mate.
I mean, like, we got to get, mate. Ronan's a friend of the family.
Yeah. He knows what's good. He knows how to do it, and
We
that's the bar. That's
We got
it.
roaming.
That's a good
We
one.
got roaming this week.
Yep, it's coming out.
It better not have been fucked up.
Charlie's out at Lord's, just
Charlie's at Lords with Skater.
hanging out with Skate, eating Jats crackers, drinking Shelters. Of course,
Charlie,
Took
if
some
you
over
listen
there.
to this, you may or may not be, but so Charlie's taken some Jats crackers over, and we said just get a video with Skate eating the Jats crackers for a bit of humour.
Yep.
Charlie sent photos of him with Skate, with said Jats crackers, but no video. And the photos are all over numerous periods of time.
So
He
there's
hasn't
heaps of
opened- He hasn't
opportunity.
opened the Jats yet.
He couldn't get. He said it's absolutely mayhem over here, mate. Couldn't get a word in. Like I can see the photos of you talking to Skater. You press the record button, Charlie, and Nick.
Is that that's a little fine for Charlie?
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
$2 fine.
Let's go to the next
Fine
one.
for Charlie.
G'day, legends and Scoey.
Oi!
Lemon frosting here. $1.71 fine for you, Scoey, for getting stuck into Dan about being a turncoat at the Eagles Swans game. Very rich coming from you, a life member of the West Coast Eagles Football Club,
That's a good point.
who was seen on video
That's fair enough.
singing the Swans song
It is
with
fair
the
enough,
Hello
mate.
Sport boys. Not good enough, mate. Pull your head in.
Fair enough.
I'm allowed to rebut
that.
that.
You can. That's the good
Called
thing about
that.
science.
You
A couple of things about this. It's a good song.
It's one of the better songs.
Cheer
the red and the white.
I already know.
On another day.
It's a good song.
I refuse to sing it.
Mate, you were singing it loud, weren't you?
Don't know the words.
Sky.
The weather, the
Right.
odds. Anyway, we can
So, yeah, okay. I was singing it. Singing it again now. Don't really care. Yeah, I am a life member. I hadn't thought about that, actually. So thank you for putting that together. Third point, it's not the first time I've sung the song. Whilst on the list as a West Coast Eagles player, after the 2012 grand final that was won by Sydney, my good friend and best mate, Matt Spanger, was on the list at that stage. So he said, come and hang out. We're down at, what's that underground nightclub near McDonald's in McDonald's?
Chester's.
Is it Eve nightclub?
Yeah.
Breezy's.
Melbourne. In Melbourne, it's like a very much player, lots of AFL players.
The Dungeon.
I think it's CQ. It's
CQ.
exactly right.
Yeah.
It's CQ. Come to CQ. Sydney are partying there. Great. Went along. I think Buddy was on the list at that stage. It was a big time party.
Pretty good player.
At the time, I had a huge beard, way bigger than now. And
Legend.
I looked exactly the same as Nick Malcheski.
Oh, yes.
So at one period in time, Nick's walking through the crowd, sort of filtering around. He's in his premiership gear. I've got a great photo with Nick Malcheski, which I'm going to find. I'm going to give you guys. And I, hand in hand,
Sung the song.
no, he gave me his jumper. I put his jumper on. I went into the Sydney area and I was walking around as if I was a Sydney player. And at that stage, someone had hit on the song, and I, arm in arm in a Sydney premiership jumper, sung the Sydney song as a West Coast player.
There's been so much admission to fraud this episode. Like so much of it.
You've sung the Sydney theme song. I, as a West Coast player, was running through the streets of Melbourne vigorously and ferociously singing the GWS theme song. The year that they lost, great song. The year that they lost to Richmond in the grand final, I was over in Melbourne. I was not at the grand final, but first time I'd been home in a while, and I was going to a mate's place. We were having a big piss up and watching the game, and we went to our old Haileybury grand final breakfast, and I had 14 Peronis by 10 a.m. Sorry, 14 shelters by 10 a.m. And proceeded to run through the streets of Melbourne singing the GWS song and screaming at everyone that came past it. It's a big, big sound. Oh, boy. So anyway, we've both been Jared,
you're a Freo fan. You've never turned the coat?
I've got a little bit of a soft spot for Collingwood. Tiny little bit.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I know. Little soft spot. Yeah, I know. Yeah, just everyone.
So have you sung that song?
I've sung that song before.
So what are you looking at me with those eyes for, mate?
Yeah, but I don't know. But I'm not a lifetime member of the Fremantle Football Club.
Yeah,
Did you know that
I haven't won a premiership with Fremantle.
Most songs,
No
with the
one's won a
exception-
premiership with Fremantle, actually.
Yeah,
Every
that's fair.
song, with the exception, I believe, of GWS and Gold Coast, the newer songs. If you listen to the original recording of those songs, they all have a banjo in them. There's a little fun fact for you. A banjo.
There you go. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, hey boys, it's the Lord Mayor of Two Rocks. I'd like to send out a $5 fine to the football broadcasters for having shit angles when you want to know if they've kicked the goal or not. It's not very hard to just have behind the goal vision. It's no confusion.
That'd be a shit angle.
Thanks, boys.
From what angle, though?
Behind the goals vision, if it comes straight through, then that's good.
Yeah.
It's the Lord Mayor of Two Rocks.
Wow.
All right, thanks.
Lads, Rooster here. Got a $5. I'm not quite sure who it's for yet.
Okay.
Rooster.
Mystery 5.
Haven't seen what the BackChat bet has been for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Now, if that's because you haven't released it, the $5 is for you. If that's because I've been too stupid to find it, the $5 is for me. Thanks, boys.
Pay your $5, mate.
I will say.
Did you
no.
record that
$2.50.
episode?
So I think I know you don't like to be honest, but I will be honest with the fans.
And it's important to be honest.
We put through a bet 2 weeks ago while we were in Sydney, a bit late.
That's true.
It wasn't too late. It was a bit late. Communication broke down. Bet didn't go up.
Right.
But this week it definitely went
Yeah,
up.
and the week before the other week, so
We've missed one, and it was on us a bit on BlueBet. So we'll take the 250.
yeah, okay.
We'll give it 250 to BlueBet. Gamble responsibly.
Fair.
I'm pretty due to go rogue again, aren't I?
Yeah,
On
I reckon
BlueBet?
we give you the keys, but it's going to be out of footy. Remember,
Obviously, I'm
a lot of sports on the moment.
Golf?
Wimbledon, Tour de France.
Yeah, but you know that ain't
cricket.
me. I'm a Norwegian 4th division water polo.
We'll give you a rogue. We'll give you a rogue run a little bit.
Yeah, come on.
Look, there's no time for jokes. This is Stephen. I'm finding Nick. I mean, what the fuck, mate? That's That's a $5 fine for not pressing record.
Yeah.
I'm not angry. I'm just so disappointed. I was looking forward to a good chat, and you buggered it up, mate. Like, pull your head in. Not good enough.
Yeah, his head's been pulled in. Can confirm it's well and truly pulled right in the socket. Can't even see him. He's headless over there.
I didn't even see I'm seeing his neck the whole time.
nearly headless Nick. There you go. Little Harry Potter reference for all the fans out there.
Never seen it.
G'day, legends and Dan, the Big East here. I was at South Fremantle versus Peel Thunder game on Saturday, and Nathan Wilson, the showboat pony, decided to give me stick for the footy field. Instead, he should be getting on with the game. So Sunday comes, and he messaged me on Facebook telling me to grow up. Well, mate, surely he deserves a fine for messaging me and then blocking me.
Nah, fine's on you, mate.
Depends on the stick you were giving him.
I back Nathan Wilson on this
did
one.
he message him first?
Sounds like Nathan Wilson's had a go. I'm going to side with Nathan Wilson.
Oh well, depends on the stick.
So I think the guy in the crowd was giving the stick to Nathan.
Yeah, I
and
get
Nathan
that.
found him on Facebook, gave him a grow up, mate, and then blocked him.
Maybe I feel like we're missing a piece of info there. I reckon there had to be some communication first from.
You're not just jumping on
Nathan.
Facebook
Nah.
and finding a member of the
Because
audience.
if he does,
Nathan
he should
Wilson's
stop
not
playing for
finding-
Peel and get into the CSIRO or something.
I
I
believe that is an environmental organisation.
Yeah. Oh, whatever.
That's
where it should work.
They're geologists.
They are geologists. Yeah. Okay. Well, very interesting find. I'd like to just quickly revert back to something Dan said about
back right
15
up.
to 20 seconds ago.
Back right
You've never
up.
seen Harry Potter.
There's a big fine coming up, yeah.
No.
I'd like to fine Dan $100 for every Harry
that
Potter
is-
movie that he's never seen.
That is fair.
$800.
Why do I have to see Harry Potter?
Dan,
Because
It's one of the best
thing
franchises
ever.
going around.
it
Are you
is one of the
serious?
most disgraceful acts I've ever heard. And you know what, Dan? I haven't watched it either.
Oh,
It's just like whatever.
It
It's
was
like,
one of
get 'em
my
up.
favorite. It was
I
one
don't
of
give a
my-
shit.
Listen, it was one of my favorite book series I've ever read. Why would I watch old fucking Daniel Radcliffe and all these clowns to absolutely muddy my brain? I have their images. I know what they look like. It's not this Hollywood fantasy land. It's my fantasy land.
There's
I know what they
nothing
look
better
like.
than the visual.
Give me the floor for a second. I'm about to swear. So
Which
keep
one?
this in
Don't say
mind.
the C word.
I won't. I was going to, so thank you for hearing me.
Pommy,
This is to you
The
two.
Aussies are a bunch of...
Jared, you've seen this?
I've
Good, of course.
on them all
Just
the
you
time.
two. Fuck you, you stupid.
Why?
That's where that would have gone. Are you serious? It is the best
It's pretty good.
saga of movies.
It's books. It was actually
Yeah,
books.
it was books, and then they get made. That's what happens with good books. They get made into good movies.
Name
It is
any other-
fucking
any other
awesome.
books that are good movies.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
The Hobbit.
The Hobbit was a,
Have you read both of them?
50 Shades
yes,
of Grey.
and they're all fucking awesome. The thing about good books is that they often translate to fucking good
I don't think
movies.
they often do.
Yes, they
No,
do. So shut up and do
Lord of the
yourselves
Rings,
a
is that
favour.
it? And The Hobbit, is that it?
So
Anything
They're
else?
pretty
so
good.
have you
What
ever?
else?
50 Shades
They're
of
pretty
Grey.
good.
There you go. There was another one.
Is the rule that you have to have seen it because they were good books? Like, is there a movie that I've seen that I really like that you haven't that I can have the same outrage about?
No, because
Why?
unless your movie
Tell
that
me a
you've seen
movie.
is a fucking worldwide phenomenon, go and
I
do.
loved Harry Potter. I love.
Then go-
What the
Why
fuck
wouldn't
is
you
your
watch it?
problem?
I've actually got
already
no
watched it.
desire. Yeah,
He's
I
already
watched
watched it in
fuck?
like.
Watch it with my brain and my eyes.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
let's hear the next
that's
one.
horrendous.
Anyways,
Nah,
oh, that's
are
it.
you fucking kidding? You two.
You told me you were putting a fine in.
I did submit a fine.
This is a bigger fine.
I don't think you did.
I did.
When you said you had, I checked, and there was
It's
no
really
fine
easy to
submitted.
do it. You just go
I
to
went on-
backchatpodcast.com.au.
I definitely submitted a fine, but it might not have gone through. I definitely went on
You
the
know what?
website. I
Let's
pressed
have it for
submit.
next week.
We'll save it for next week, but I can't. I'm going to fine you again. You fucking idiots.
Patreon, our patrons. If I find it in the next 10 minutes, I'll play it to you over at Patreon.
Yeah. Okay.
And I've got a really important story to tell the patrons too.
Speaking of, let's get to that now. It's been a long episode.
Has,
Thank you
but-
for sticking around.
It's been really long.
It's been really long, but that's fine.
fucking hell.
On Patreon, it's 12.
Sorry, Jared. Jared wants to go
My
to
eyes
bed.
are
He's got
dry. I'm
tramps.
so tired.
Sorry. Whippersnapper Whiskey, My Roast Co, BlueBet, Shelter Brewing Co, Little Cameras, Swimply, of course, and Fleet Network, who power the podcast for season 2023.
Fat Chat
Chat.
Challenge.
Get
Sign
on
up.
it. www.bodymagic.fit. Let's get everyone into it. Let's do this Fat Chat challenge. Cannot wait.
Absolutely.
Jared, let's do that.